Okay. Hi there, Blocker. How you doing? I hope you're having a nice afternoon. Sorry, I just need to quickly adjust the mic there. Oh dear, fancy seeing you here. Oh God. Right, I shall be popping across my main screen. Shifty Blook with a horn straight off the bat. Oh hi there. Oh hi there. Oh, you're not even ready for this face cam. Look at this. We are in fact in the sparkle zone. I got some Christmas lights. They speed up, so it's mildly anxiety inducing. I apologize about that. But there is only 3 settings. One of them I can't have on. It's too flashing. One of them is completely flat, and then this is the other one. So we got it in this setting. Oh, dude, there she is. Hello. Oh, Darkseid, hi. Jelly, what game? One. Oh, what game won? None of them yet. So if you have a favorite, it's up until Tuesday evening. Tuesday evening will be when this stops. So you have until tomorrow evening to vote. Yes. Whoa, very festive. Thank you, Shifty Blook. Yes. Also, I mentioned this on Friday because technically this started on Friday, but our stream is taking part in the. I'm a little bit short. There we go. Our stream is taking part in the Starlight Foundation group event, which is there is 90 something streamers. I think it's 94, but please correct me if I'm wrong if anybody knows, who are raising as much money as possible for the Starlight Foundation. I'll be doing this until Friday, but basically just raising as much money as possible. Yeah. If anyone is interested in learning more, the Starlight Foundation are a group of people who, they're an organization who goes into hospitals and provides entertainment. Sometimes it stays out, sometimes it's within the hospital for seriously ill children. And so it's basically a lovely organization that does some really, really good work. I mean, especially at Christmas, but throughout the entire year. So far, everyone who's been streaming over the weekend and on Friday as well has done a ridiculous amount of work. Our specific stream is on Friday, so we're not doing a specific stream until Friday where we're doing a selection of like small crafts you could do at home if you're thinking of starting sewing, or if you want us to do some little crafts in the house but you're not particularly confident or you don't have a lot of stuff. We'll be doing that on Friday, but yeah, other than that, technically the donation page is up all week, so we will have this on the screen all week, but it is our specific stream is still on Friday. So yes, that is that. And if you want more information, you can do !Starlight. It will bring up the donation page, but it will also bring up their website, which has, of course, all of that information. Yes. Oh dear. Oh, Shogun, bloody good evening. Bloody good evening from Japan. Oh, thank you. Good evening. Well, no, good afternoon from Wales. I hope you're having a good evening in Japan. Be sure to check them out. Oh, thank you. And Mr. Thorpe, hello. And Runa, hello. You've gone for C. Nice. Love the hand makeup. Thank you. Yes, it is somewhat contrasting against all of the blue. Speaking of which, I got some of this out because I wanted to mess with it a bit. So I've been messing a little bit with the wool. It's so soft. It's so lovely. On Friday, we made a wig cap out of the dark blue. This is for Neeko, which is the League of Legends character we're making at the moment. We're going to be making the hair out of wool, but not like this sort of wool, like wool shaved off of a sheep. However, I did find this, which is left over from Garbodor, and I was messing with it a bit. And if you unweave the wool, it makes these really nice sort of like curly bits. And I was like, maybe I'll make a few of these and just interweave them into it. So I was like, I might do that. It take a little bit longer, but you know what? I'm not adverse to adding a few extra, hours onto my cosplay to get tiny, tiny weaves of wool into it. So yeah, we might do that. Just been a ninja monkey visiting Twitch streamers. Well, welcome. I would say it's an addition to the blue. What makes you stand out? Maybe a bit of both. Heck yeah, more colours. Welcome. Yes. That is that. So yeah, just a little bit of information. For the 12 days of streaming is what kind of, I'm not exactly sure, but that's I think what the event is called, hence what it is called on the bar, because it is 12 days of streaming. And yes, they've done a ridiculous good job over the weekend. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to catch many of the streams because, as many people already know, I work on the weekend. But from everything I've seen, it's been phenomenal. There are, I think, as well, giveaways as far as doing donations, not specifically through me, but through the event as a whole, for reaching milestones, stuff like that. So every time there's a milestone reached, there'll be an extra giveaway added for, and you can look at the main donation page to see what those giveaways are, but some of them are amazing. A lot of them have been donated from arts and crafters, stuff that, oh, wow. There are some amazing people here on Twitch who can create some pretty amazing stuff. And if you go to the main donation page, which you can find through, again, the Tiltify link, you can see that there. Is it just me, or is Twitch being behind today? Oh no! It's been like this for a while. About 2 days at least. Yeah, people have been saying that there's been a bit of a delay on Twitch, and I'm very sorry if there is, or if you've been experiencing it. Very sorry. I'm not sure if there's very much I can do on my end. But I apologise. Apologise anyway. Yes. Maybe at times I was offline then. Oh, but yeah, that's pretty good. On our specific one, because there are giveaways kind of as an overall, there are kind of, what do you call them? Milestones, I suppose. I believe our milestones, again, anyone can correct me, but I think they're on the page, are at 25, 50, 100, and 200. And again, this will be they'll affect us more next week. So every time we hit a milestone, I'll do a streaming session in cosplay next week. So if we hit £25 on the target, next Monday, we'll do the sewing session while in full cosplay. And we'll vote on the Discord what cosplay that will be. So I won't choose, I'll put a list of all the cosplays I have in my closet right now, and people can vote. Am I a bit low res today? Shoot, am I? I'm using my same camera, so apologies if I am. It's just my webcam, so my webcam is never super high res. Oh, spooky scary skeletons, how you doing? Ah, dear. I'm glad that you decided to get up. I hope that you have a good day now that you've decided to get up. You look a little blurry. Can't tell if it's definitely from a lens of a smudge. Let's have a look. We better? I can use this. Are we better? All of Twitch. It's probably compression blur, Mr. Thorpe. Oh no, I gave it a little squeaky clean. Being a bit of annoying butt today. Oh, are you sure you're going to be off visiting other Twitch streamers? Ah, fair enough. Have a lovely day. Thank you for popping by. And Robson, hello. Goodbye. Ah, dear. Also, tea update. We had a bit of a weekend for tea, to be honest, guys. The weekend of tea calendar was not wonderful. We had a breakfast tea. What was the breakfast tea on Saturday? The breakfast tea on Saturday. It was it was morning sunshine breakfast tea. Morning sunshine. I gave it a 6 out of 10. A 6 out of 10 because I did finish it, but it was disappointing. I would not rate it higher than a PG Tips. It was okay. It was all right. If somebody gave it to me, I wouldn't turn my nose up at it. It was all right. It was all right. But it was not wonderful. It was like, yeah, like I'd have it a couple times a year maybe if I wanted to spice up my tea a bit, but it was very, very herbal for a breakfast tea, and I was just a bit like, it's all right. And then yesterday we had, let me find it. Where'd I put it? It's somewhere in here. Sorry, it was one of the ones right at the edge, I think. Yeah. The China Jasmine green tea. I didn't finish it. I didn't finish the China Jasmine green tea. And I loved the other green tea so much. I loved it so much. But then the China Jasmine green tea. Right. The green tea part of it was nice, but I don't think that I like jasmine in my green tea. It was so floral and, but it was so boring at the same time. And I got halfway through it and I was like, I'd rather drink water. And I was kind of in a rush because I had overtime. So I was like, I put my tea down and I drank water instead. And at that point, it's like, if I'd rather drink water than a cup of tea, what am I doing? So yeah, that was my weekend of tea. Tea alert! Oh my god, just doing it again. Momotaro, hello! Your drunk karaoke stream. Oh my god, that sounds good. used a mod for a streamer that would constantly complain she bought her camera after oh wait. After they used, but hers was very blurry. I told her about a million times over the space of 12 months her lens needed clearing, and she was always blowing her vape so good. She didn't believe me. One day she wiped it, instant HD. Oh my god. Maybe I don't catch because you're a different time. That could also be it. Time frames be insane. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry for the stuff. Oh, Monstrudo, hello. Welcome. I hope you're having a good day. Yeah. But today's tea is, it's just Earl Grey. Today's tea is just Earl Grey. And I've had Earl Grey before. I've had Earl Grey before, and you know what? It's fine. I don't hate Earl Grey. It's not what I'd normally go for, but I always have some of it in the house. Not the T2 Earl Grey. I normally have a different Earl Grey, but yeah, you know, it's fine. I like it. It's okay. It doesn't offend me. I normally have it with honey. It doesn't recommend that, but I'd normally have it because I like it just a little bit sweet, and it's fine. It's fine. So yeah, I haven't tried it yet, but I think I know what it tastes like. Oh, you've got a new hot chocolate. What have you got? What have you got? What have you got? What are we making today? Today we're going to be doing the extensions, so that the large panels on the wig, which if I swap over the camera, stop being my face for a moment, we can see the Neeko cosplay. So she's got these big floofs. We're going to make basically like panels of fabric that would be underneath those floofs, so that we don't have to build it up completely from this, which is like almost felting wool. We want to build it up with fabric underneath so we can stuff that later on. And then we're going to start slowly sewing in very small pieces of it so that we can build it up. It's going to take a while, but it's going to look great. Try chai tea. I love chai tea. I have chai tea downstairs. I love it. When that comes up in the calendar, that's a 10 out of 10 day, that is. That's a 10 out of 10 day. Oh, Daddy Tamer! Daddy Tamer, heck yeah. Thank you for the follows. Very kind of you. There's Earl Grey, and then there is Earl Grey, and then there is Earl Grey. Not all Earl Greys are born equal. Well, let's try it then. Let's try it then. Look at you, Tetleys. I don't like Tetleys. You are right. Tetleys. I have an uncanny resent for Earl Grey. Runa, you know, I don't like Earl Grey as much as I like Yorkshire. And Earl Grey is meant to be all fancy, and I'm just not keen. Yeah, you know what? This is alright. It's not bad. You know what? I give it like a 7 out of 10. But then I know that I'm not an Earl Grey person, and that's still like a 7 out of 10. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's got that nice aftertaste. It's alright. It's alright. It doesn't upset me. Neeko, yeah! I got Turkish Delight hot chocolate. From where? Oh, got a bunch of free tea samples. Good trip to the big city. Okay. Uncanny or unreasonable. Can I just say I love your stream so much? I wish I could watch more often. Oh, Momo, that's very kind of you. Thank you. Tetleys and Lipton are both made as much, I'm pretty sure. Lipton I don't mind, but then I have very different. I like Lipton I have as like Lipton iced tea, and it's very different. Tetley is like a hot tea. I make it the same way as everything else, and it's trash. This is someone's driveway. Me and my boyfriend have chai tea advent calendar. Wait, you have a whole advent calendar of chai tea? See, there is chai tea in this advent calendar, and I'm waiting for it. And I love chai tea, and it's gonna be amazing. But it's not the whole advent calendar. Drinking from a tea bowl makes me feel nicer for some reason. I love tea. I've not had tea from a tea bowl, but I would probably enjoy it. I mean, any tea. Any tea is good. Iced tea is so American. Yeah, we don't have as much iced tea over here. Like, there's a couple that you can get in like bottles, but it's not common, I would say. Not common. Hello there, Pip-Boy! Hello! I hope you're having a good day. Right, these are what is going to end up being the hair. Got the lighter colour, got the darker shade, and we got the sparkle shade. Only a little bit of the sparkle shade. And then I also have this ball of wool, which I discovered over the weekend I could unravel. Every time I say unravel, I think Tokyo Ghoul, and I immediately want to start singing, but then I don't want to immediately get DMCA'd, because I know my voice is wonderful like the angels. No. I'm getting up sidetracked. Can you tell I've not slept very much, and I have a lot of energy because of it. Oh, I almost flipped it in my tea. But yeah, I'm going to unravel this and make it into like these little spirally wefts. I don't know if you can really see it, but I think it'd be really nice just laced within this because it adds a bit of extra texture to my like more floofiness. I will really like this. I know that I will. I know that I will. But what we need to do first is we need to add the extra pieces that we're going to use to bulk it up. Because I don't want to build it up completely from that because it would just be a waste of resources. Ah. I got it from Wittard Tea Shop. They have some S tier hot chocolate. I didn't realise they did that many because whenever I look at Wittard, I think, well, you do a few plain ones, but you don't do that many interesting ones. Also, has the music stopped? Oi oi. Where's the music? Right, we're going to need more than that, I'm afraid. There we go. I'm afraid that's not enough music, that is. Iced tea with, yeah, loads of sugar is American. Regular iced tea is fine. See, we never really had iced tea. I think I had iced tea first time with like a meal deal because you get Lipton iced tea with it. And that's really my only experience with iced tea is Lipton iced tea blocker. And then I've had a couple more since, I suppose. But generally it was just that one. Right. Front and back, we have, this is the front. The only reason I know it is because my pattern only has one dart in the front, whereas it has 2 darts in the back. So yes, 1 dart in the front, 2 darts in the back. And so this will be the front piece. What we were looking for is basically 2 pieces off the side that I can then start attaching, what do you call it? They almost look like pigtails, but I don't think that they are pigtails because Neeko also has 2 like pieces that are almost pigtails at the side. That is loud. It is loud. It is intensely loud. Love you too. Oh, also another thing, which I did put in the Discord, but for anyone who is not in the Discord, I have updated the jelly heart emote to be like this. And yes, we now have a new jelly heart emote. The cute Digimon looking things in the background are adorable. They are Puddin and Flan, and I love them dearly. They're from cons, so a lot of the Comic Cons in the UK have like stores where they make handmade plushes, and these are 2 handmade plushes that I bought at cons. I bought them on different years, but from the same stall. So Pudding is just a little bit larger than Flan, and I love them. I love them dearly. They are so sweet. Thank you. I searched for you the advent calendar for the chai one I have. No longer available, of course, but the brand does have sample packs, which is basically the same thing, just without the calendar around it. Oh. Now, that'd be the second thing, would be like, I wonder what the shipping to the UK is like. how be the prices? But, you know, it'd be like, it's fine. I can get chai. But thank you. It's fine. Oh, dear. Yes, right. So basically what I need is brand is David Rio and it's amazing. Oh, you can get it on Amazon. Oh, okay, that's not so bad. Do I want to make a pattern first? Would that be smart? Would it be smart? The other thing is, I probably don't want to make it as large as it's going to end up being, which is a habit of mine, which is why things always end up kind of oversized, is because I make it as large as I expect it to end up being, but then I have to make it smaller because, funnily enough, when you add extra layers on top of that thing, it's too big. So I'm going to get a small piece of paper to try and prevent me from doing that. Rather than getting a large piece of paper. There we go, small piece of paper. So if I hold that to my head, that's already quite big. Also, I'm going to have this slightly higher on my head than what, would I want it higher on my head? Maybe I want it lower, I don't know. Thing is, I've got a tall head. If I go into face cam real quick, I'll pop back in just a moment. Yeah, we have Amazon. Chai has to be milky for me. I hate bland, watery chai. I also like a nice milky chai. So I've got quite a tall head, whereas Neeko has a very round face. And it really cuts off around here. So again, just switching back. Neeko's features to where her fringe is, it's like here. And I've got so much extra space at the top. So I'm going to have to cut everything off really short to try and get that proportion right. So I guess I really do actually have to be cutting it off around here. So right at the bottom probably. But then I've got so much space on top of my head. I don't want to look forehead heavy on this kind of costume. Like, that's fine if I was doing an elf, but like, not for Neeko. I don't want to be forehead heavy on Neeko. Mix it with milk despite there being milk powder in there. More milk. Oh, Berrimas, thank you. Hi, how you doing? I hope you're having a good morning too. We are just working out where I want this extra piece to be. Also, it's not going to be really, really 3D. I'm probably going to sew it in more 3D at the base, but it's not going to be really, really 3D. I don't know how to explain this very well. I'm going to have it quite 2D, again, because we're going to be building it up with bits on the top, but I might have a strip at the bottom just for that. There'll be, yeah, just for a little bit. So I'm worried because I think on Neeko it comes out about this part of the face, but on me I think it'd be a bit higher. Well, let's draw a shape. You have to start somewhere, and I can't just put it off forever, huh? And I think the shape we want to go with. Sorry, I'm gonna keep switching between cameras. Also, I'm not gonna do any of the flicks or anything like that, because all of that will be done with the hairstyling at the end. So there'll be no flicks, anything like that. Just the shape of the kind of like kind of just like a turnip shape. Just a turnip shape. Just your friendly turnip. Because if I is that too long? Is that too long of a turnip? Oh, that do be quite a long turnip. I don't know. Maybe if I do it higher though, then it won't look so long. Because again, like, so much of this will be filled out by not me, but by everything else, all of the fur we're adding and stuff like that. So I don't need to make it so large. Turnips are gross! Oh no! I love a turnip in a stew. I love like turnip stew. Delicious. So if I cut this out, I think I wouldn't want to go larger than this. Oh, that's a bit big. But I have given it a shape. I have. Go to face cam. How do I look? Is this looking good? And bear in mind that it is going to have to go onto the side of my head. And I'll need two. Maybe I want the strip on the top, actually. Maybe I would want the strip on the top. Oh, they're delicious when done right. They get soft and squishy. Oh, Avocado says hello, it's past midnight, but I have work. Oh, Avocado. Say hi to Avocado from me. Oh. Is it the paper or is jelly paler? It's winter time. I can't get sun in the winter. This is the UK. I have excuses. It's winter. It's winter. Soft and squishy like you. Yeah. Right. Let's also do a little bit for the top. But I think that's pretty good. I do. I like that. I'll probably pin it on. Carl, hello! We just made this. Look at us. Look at these. Cute. It's gonna be a armature kind of for my hair. Hair armature. I might also. Do I want to measure this? Yes. Yes, I do. I might just quickly measure this as well, so I know. This is not the easiest way to measure this, but I will measure this. Like, super sick. Heck yeah, thank you. Just so I kind of have an idea how long I want the fabric that attaches to it. I never get this right because I always leave the fabric one elsewhere. It's around 20 centimeters. Probably actually 19, but it's around 20. So I'm going to do 20 to be on the safe side. Ish. Ish. Oh, Mika. Zay, hello, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Welcome. Do you like our sparkle lights? We have sparkle lights now for Christmas. And what I will need to do is cut 4 of this piece out of fabric with some seam allowance and then 2 strips. Where is a good piece of this fabric to use? This piece looks good. I could probably fold this 4 times. Probably. Maybe. Maybe it was already folded actually. Maybe I just messed this up. I'll have some more tea. Good. See, I think that's maybe my problem with Earl Grey. Is like there's always this like slight ring of something in it. I don't know what it is. There's something. It's just something not quite as comforting as regular tea. It's nice, but it's not as comforting. Oh, glad the cheeks. So many noises. So many noises. Clap the cheeks. Thank you so much for the £5. Jelly for Queen. That's very, very kind of you. I thought it might be you clapping. Oh, I was like, I won't make assumptions, but I assume. Oh, I was like, a diet blocker. Oh, Daddy, you wish you know how to sew? I mean, I think there's a lot of things you can start off with. I probably wouldn't start off with making a wig, personally. As much as it's very fun, it's a little bit more complicated. But on Friday, we're doing a lot of making simple things, which are like good stuff at Christmas. So we're going to be making a lot of things you might have seen before, but they're stuff that I use quite frequently in my costumes, so they work quite well. But we'll be making a mask, a hat, some iron-on patches, and a pleat skirt. All of which are really good, simple projects to start sewing. They're all pretty cheap, inexpensive, don't take too much money. And again, I use like altered versions of a lot of these in my costumes pretty frequently. So yeah, I thought they'd all be good ones to show. Just again, because I use them as well. So it's not like I'm showing something that I'm like, you'll never be able to use this again. It's like I can show pictures of me using these. Ew. Sparkly lights with different patterns feels trigger since the image begins to stutter. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, they are a little bit anxiety triggering for me because they start to speed up and I'm like, oh. But the other options are really boring. The one option is really boring because it just stays still, and then the other option I can't have. It's too fast. Oh no, Mr. Thorpe, bless you. Just lurking, got stuff to do. Also, welcome to the madness. Welcome, oh, thank you. Very kind of you. Duck egg is everywhere. No, no duck egg. No duck egg here. Duck egg is a bannable offence. Absolutely not. Damon. So wait. Tammy Yacht. Apologies. Hope you're having a good day. Welcome. We are making an armature for a wig. Is that I don't know if I'm using the right terminology, but that's the only thing I can think to say is what this is, because yeah, I'm using it to support the hair. Yeah, we're doing that. Good. I think that's what I'm doing. I know what I want to do. Sounds interesting. Yeah, because I'm making. I don't like hair. I'm not super keen on putting hair in my wigs. Basically, hair's a nightmare. Even if you heavily style a hair wig, it has to be redone. I'm not keen, so I would prefer to make wigs out of things that aren't hair. Also, it's fun. I feel like there's a lot of freedom in making wigs out of things that aren't hair, and I love that. You know, freedom, amazing. So that's what I do. It was a bot mentioning. It was a bot mentioning the bannable offense. You now need to ban your own bot. That's true, actually. That's true. It did. It said the word. It did say the word. Oh, Nightbot, look what you've done. Look at the lights gone. Thank you. Also, hi, I hope you're having a good day. We are cracking on with the wig. Yeah, because I don't like hair, so I try to make wigs out of things that aren't hair if I can. Like every now and again, I think the only wig we've actually made on stream that included hair was the Corva Squire one, and that was only half hair. The other half was flowers. But generally it's not. We don't use as much hair. Oh my god! Oh shifty! Oh wait, did we hit 25? Oh, we did. We don't have to hit that goal today. It's very kind of you. Jesus Christ. Oh, we did hit 25 as well, didn't we? Well, that's the first milestone. It does show on the donation page, but for any of you who haven't visited, I'll tell you right now, there are milestones on this one. 25 means next Monday we're doing the stream in full cosplay. Well, that's one down. God damn it. I really don't know how this is gonna go, but we're gonna give it a good shot. Basically, it'll just be our normal streams, which will be 3 crafting streams and 1 gaming stream. If we hit all of the goals, we'll do all of those streams in full cosplay. But yeah, I've never tried to do sewing while dressed in cosplay. We shall see. I think it should be funny, regardless. But at the end of the week, because obviously I don't know if we'll end up hitting any other milestones, I'll do the vote in the Discord. If you want to vote for it, make sure that you're in the Discord, because that's where the vote will be happening. It'll be happening over the weekend. That's why, and I don't stream on the weekend, so it kind of has to be in the Discord. But yes, Carl, ban you? Why? You ain't done anything. Oh dear. And Tammy, thank you for the follow. Also, all of the costumes, they'll be listed, but they'll be all the ones that we have in the closet. I think there's a couple of costumes that aren't ones we've made on stream, so they will also be options. But of course it'll be completely up to everyone which ones we do. Up to popular vote. We didn't have to, but we did it anyway. Breaking new records. Thank you. It's very kind. Jeez. Not working today. Not fit enough to work. Not healthy stomach problem. Oh, God, I am sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon. Take care of yourself, friend. Look after that stomach. Yeah, stomach problems suck, to be fair. Nothing fun about a dodgy tummy. So yeah, I hope your stomach feels a lot better soon. Get back. Because I know you seem to really enjoy your job. So yeah. Fingers crossed on the speedy recovery. Also, I'm doing this one by eye because it matters less, but yeah. So it should be fine regardless. Because it's basically just a strip. So that we know where the top is. There we go. Oh, God, you've gone for C and Bo. Hello. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome. We're making kind of some armatures for the wig right now. I'm going to sew these all together as well, so that we have them separately. I say sew them all together. Do I mean it? Do I mean sew them all together? I do mean it, yeah. I say I'm going to sew them all together and I mean it. I am going to sew these all together. I wasn't sure, but I am going to do that. I'm not going to sew them to the wig, is what I was going to say. Because I'm going to only sew them to the wig cap once they've been threaded up with hairs, which are not in fact hair. Yes, there's an order to this, and that is the order, I believe, that will make, it's basically just an order that will make my life the easiest, and I think that's the order that will make my life the easiest. What I'm gonna do. So first of all, I need to put the 2 base pieces together, and then, which is quite nice and simple because they're already together. We just cut all 4 of them out. And on this side too. And then we just have to go in and pin in the top piece. I don't have to worry about doing any sort of inside out piece because of course we'll have this big open piece here. And then we'll go in and start doing hairs. And you'll start to see where the time taking is going to be, but that's okay. This bit is going to take a lot longer than the rest of the costume, but also the rest of the costume is pretty minimal. And that's why I'm happy to take some time on this wig, because, you know, making a small top like that, you've seen me sew for a while at this point. You know that's not going to take me that long. Making, like, shorts with no details, really, it's not going to take me that long. Making the tail will take me a minute, but, like, most of the other bits aren't going to take that long, so I'm going to put a lot of effort into this wig. I'm here for this. Jobs, hello! I hope you're having a good day. Oh, and Bo, yes, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for popping on by. Right, let's get this piece attached. This bit's probably going to be just a little bit too long because I didn't measure it. And also I'm pinning it to a curve, so I just have to be a little careful to make sure that it's going the right way. And not bunching up an awful lot, but that's okay. Okay, so I should be doing these, but I don't feel like standing up long, so I'll be lurking making some Christmas cards. Oh, good luck with the Christmas cards. I hope that it goes really, really well. Oh. Yes. Good luck. Good luck with all of the Christmas carding. You know, I used to make Christmas cards when I was younger, and then I kind of tried to get back into it again, and I kind of miss it, but I don't feel like I got it anymore. Oh my god! Oh, Bo! Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Dazer. Thank you so much for subscribing again, Basinga. Gosh darn it, that's very sweet of you. Oh. And it coloured the fabric, yeah. This was a Christmas gift. As I mentioned before, not Christmas gift, birthday gift. As I mentioned before, I ask for fabric a lot for my birthdays and Christmases. And this was a birthday gift, this one was. So, thank you. Thank you, this is a lovely one, yeah. You are not in fact wrong. This was in fact a lovely one. So now we have used 2 of my birthday fabrics already. Sometimes, especially with the plain fabrics, I feel like I get through them really, really quickly if I get them as a gift. Some of the others take a lot longer to get through, but like this one and one of the other ones, I think it was one of the white fabrics. Yeah, the white fabric, the white cotton I got for my birthday, I used all of it when I was making Amelia. So I just like powered through it. I was like, oh, birthday fabric gone. There we go. Just make sure I pin that bit good. Measuring is overrated. Measuring is absolutely overrated. You know, I think of sewing a little bit more like cooking. And I don't know if anyone else has ever heard this, but like with cooking, you can kind of just throw stuff in. With cooking, you can kind of just throw stuff in. With baking, you have to measure stuff. And that's kind of always how I thought of like cooking and baking, right? But I think of sewing like cooking. Like, you can kind of just throw stuff in. Like, there's definitely patterns so that you can measure stuff. But a lot of the time, you can kind of just throw stuff in. And you can kind of work around if it doesn't work. And, like, throw a bit of extra stuff in. I am one of those seamstresses. I just throw stuff in and I hope that it works. Oh, Twitch is messing with me again, so no horns for me. Oh, bless you, Zay. I am sorry. Except that you did just get a horn. The same colour as my secondary school blazer, so I'm traumatised by it. Oh no. Oh no. School times. They be back. Hayabusa, slow down. Oh my god. Can you tell, in fact, that I have not slept very much today? Is it showing through at all? I don't know if it's showing through at all. I don't know. I don't know if people can tell. I think people can tell, because I always get, like, really overtired, and then it's like... Brrr. I think the flashing lights in the background really help add to it, though. In that I talk a million miles a minute, and then the lights are like as well. There we go. We got that all pinned. Now it looks quite angular But bear in mind, when it's all puffed out, that'll be quite round. A little round. I throw stuff in baking, usually end up decent. Nice. I'm terrified of baking. Baking thing scares me because it just feels like there's so much margin for error. And I like cooking where I can just throw in spices and be like, oh, it needs a bit more of this. Oh, it needs a bit more of this. Oh, it needs a bit more of this. And I like that. That's what I'm about. Yes. It'll be like this. And then this bit will be at the top. So that hopefully will have a bit more volume. Bottom will be a bit smaller. I think that's good as well because there'll be an extra piece coming out here and falling down the front. So having a little bit less volume there maybe makes sense because that hair will be falling down the front. If this was actually my hair, I would have used that hair to fall down the front. So I think that makes more sense and there would be more volume on top if I was to have this much hair, which nobody would. But if I was trying to follow logic, I think that would make sense. Right, I'll leave that to one side because I'm going to sew it all at once. I'm also going to have some more tea. How is closed captions doing? Are they doing all right? Yeah, closed captions is on. Heck yes. Oh, we do like a bit of closed captions. With bake stuff, you usually know when you're going to get. With cooking, people try to be extra and it's a gamble if it'll be nice. Yeah, I do stick with like generally quite, I don't want to say simple recipes because like I don't want to downplay anyone's achievements if they also cook this because I don't think a lot of them are super simple recipes. Some of them take ages, but they're not overtly complicated recipes. Like a lot of them just take a bit of time. Yeah, I stick with more simple recipes and a lot of them are just like family recipes as well. But like I might like them more spicy, so I just add more spicy and stuff like that. Generally that's what it is, to be honest. It's more spicy and more cumin. I love cumin. I put cumin in everything. We get through cumin like nothing else because I just love cumin. Cumin and chili. And although to be fair, the amount of times I put curry powder in soup and we just end up powering through curry powder as well. And I don't understand why I keep putting curry powder in soup, but I do keep putting curry powder in soup. And I'll just be like, you know what this soup needs? It needs curry powder. And then my soup turns into curry at some point, and I'm like, well, I guess it's fine, but it was meant to be soup. And now it is in fact curry. Like, because of the rest of the spices in this soup, it wasn't curry. But now that I've added curry powder, that was just the last straw, and it's become curry. So I've ended up with a lot of soups that have somewhat along the lines become a curry. But you know what? They still taste good. It's just, yeah, they become curry. But it's good. It's good. I like it still. It's just, wasn't in its intended purpose, but it's still tasty. They take a bit of time. Ruin it. No, I respect that. It's bad. Oh, I got like spice respect. Yeah, I think as well a lot of the recipes we make, they lend themselves to a bit of heat. So I'd rather have it. And sometimes, because we make as well in bulk, if we can, and freeze some of it, stuff like that, because it's cheaper. You just have to add a lot extra. You have to add a lot to taste the spice. I was going to add an adjective in front of girl, but I'll leave that out. That's alright. Wait, what's curry powder? It's just, so there was a couple of recipes with soup that had curry powder in it. For instance, one of my favourite soups, it's my grand's recipe. And I won't give it away because it's a family recipe, right? It's a family recipe. It's a secret family recipe. But it's courgette soup. But it's got curry powder in it. And so it ends up being really nice. And it's just got a nice flavour mix, right? And I stick to that recipe because it's a good recipe. And you know what? I don't mess with that. And it's proper good. But then I think after that, I was like, I've got leftover soup. So maybe I'll add some curry powder to that. But then because of all the other stuff I put into it, it just starts tasting more and more like curry. And I'm like, But it's basically, I don't know what's in it. It's just curry powder. I got a surprise sub somewhere. I just wanted to throw this turtle in here. Oh my god. Would you look at that turtle? No, I thank you for sharing your turtle. I've never bought curry powder. I like having control of each seasoning. That's fair. That's fair. I don't know what it is, to be honest. But I think that's what it is like you put all these seasonings in and then you put curry powder in. It's like, well, now it's curry. Now it's just this same curry that I keep making. Oops. Is it the same curry powder in India? No, I wouldn't say so. Well, no, because it's not like that. Because it's not like, I suppose, mixing spices and choosing what goes into it and stuff like that. It's just like a big tub of powder, at least what we have. And I don't know, I use it in soup. That's the only place where I see it in recipes for me is in soups. But they're all family recipes. So otherwise, I would just use a group of spices. I wouldn't use curry powder. But it's always in soups. And so my soups just become curries. They taste good. It's just not their intended purpose. Usually turmeric, yeah, turmeric, that sounds right, because it's bright yellow. Chili powder, ground coriander, ground cumin, ground ginger and pepper. I don't know if there's, well, there might be chili powder in it. I'm not great with spice, because I can never really tell. It doesn't taste spicy to me, but definitely, yeah, I can imagine there being coriander, cumin, ginger and pepper. Like, the rest of them sound like spot on, to be honest. But R1 doesn't taste spicy at all. But that just might be R1. Like, R1, if you're going to use it and you want it to be spicy, you have to put chili powder on top. Curry powder for me who have no idea how to mix spices like me. It tastes nice when you put it in stuff. It's just, yeah. I don't know. I think I have to stop using it as much because it does kind of make everything taste the same. Except my grandma's soup. Hers is just, top. She's got it. Oh. Hardly use it. Oh, my soups become curries. Yeah. It'd be like that sometimes. I think one of my favourite ones to make though is leftover soup because you never quite know what it's gonna be. Like, you've made a big meal and then you got like a lot of leftovers. So maybe like you've made like a roast chicken and you got leftovers. So you put it all in the soup. But then because you've got different leftovers each time, you never know what it's gonna taste like. And that's one of my favourites. I really like leftover soup. Because sometimes it's amazing and then sometimes it's just really mediocre. And I love that I don't know what it's gonna taste like. That's my favourite. I love leftovers. Sorry, I was gonna sew, but then you got me talking about food and I'm like, I could talk about this. Stomach is a bit of a tiny baby about food, especially spicy stuff. That's fair. I know a lot of people really don't agree with spicy food, and that's absolutely fine. Like, I don't think you have to like spicy food. I mean, fortunately as well, like, I guess with a lot of curries there are milder ones too, which are really, really nice. I mean, even if we're like going out to get a curry, because that's one of my favourite things to do is if we're going out to get a big meal, to get a curry, because you can kind of share around, get like quite a few different things, and I like that. We'll normally get a couple of mild ones because they're really nice as well as like a mix. I just like spicy food. A lot of the mild ones are really good too. But I know a lot of people just don't handle it too well, and that's fair. That's fair. Especially if you don't do too well with like coconut and stuff like that, because I feel like a lot of the mild ones have a lot of coconut in them then. I know a few people have had issue with that. Oh, Matrix, hello! How are you doing? How are you doing? Jellystream, sewing, food and duck egg. I'm very easily distracted, but yeah. I do like food. I do like food. Oh, I do. You know, I wouldn't say food is my passion, but I really do like it. Certain ingredients and certain spice don't go together, so generic mix never makes sense to me. That's fair. I think sometimes this is difficult because like I would probably agree with that, but then I kind of just want to go out and feed everyone my grand's courgette soup. Everyone who's not allergic to the ingredients, of which I can't tell you because it's super secret, but I would tell you if you were allergic. because in that it's just perfect. It's just perfect. And it just fits. But also it's not a curry soup necessarily. Kind of. It works really well with the courgettes, that mix. Because I don't want to give away too many of the secrets, but you kind of boil the courgettes in it for like a long time, and it just works really well with a few other things as well. But it just works very well. It works very well, and and I don't even like courgettes that much. I really don't. But in that, there's just something about it, and I don't know. Again, some people just be making stuff that's good, and I can't tell you how they do it. I wasn't really made to be a chef. I was just made to follow recipes mildly. Maybe add extra bits and bobs like spice sometimes. And ginger. Ginger is one of my favorite things to add. I love ginger. Oh my god. If a recipe has ginger in it, I put more. Part of this is because I just don't taste ginger very easily. I've spoken about this before on stream for sure, but like I'm that person that made ginger cookies in university at one point that literally someone had to run to the sink to spit out because it had 7 teaspoons of ginger in it. I loved them, but nobody else could taste for a while after that. But I thought they were delicious. But I really like ginger. Yeah. I feel sleepy, but I'm able to catch sleep. Oh, wait, Matrix, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that sleep does not continue to evade you, and you manage to get some good Z's soon. That's not gonna help. I love making food, but I hardly ever eat much. It's a weird combination. Oh no. Yeah, to be fair, I am a little and often kind of gal. I'm not a. I like the idea of eating big meals, but I struggle to do so. I can't eat big meals. I don't know. I get bloated real quick. But I like the idea of it. Still snowing, else I would have taken a walk. Wait, you've still got snow? Oh, we had some snow. None of it stuck, but we had some snow over the weekend. And I was going on my way to work, and I thought, oh my god, it's raining so hard. I am not up for this. I have to walk to work. Heck this. Well, I have to walk to my public transport, but like, I don't want to do this. I'm on my way to work. Ugh. And then I got outside and I was like, wait, this isn't rain. This is like really heavy snow. What the heck is this? And again, like none of it was settling in, but like, it was there. I saw it. It was only settling on the people, so we were just walking around like snowmen. And then like, no. And then like, yeah, it was good. I mean, it was awful, also awful, but like, it was good. Fortunately, my new shoes have arrived. So again, for people that were here last week, you would know that my shoes exploded last weekend at work, and the whole front of it opened, so I had a huge hole in my shoe. But fortunately, I do have new shoes now, so that I don't have to walk around with open-toed shoes in the snow. Yes. Hello, your CC was on fire a moment ago. When you're gonna get cocaine before trying to be extra little careful. Oh god. Oh, that's a time. That's a time. Thank you, SJS. I appreciate it. I like knowing what it says because I never know. Appreciate it. I hope you're having a good day. Are you an agent from Gel Smart or something? I took a step off one of the stools. I don't do a lot of restocking because I'm more a selling person, but occasionally I do some restocking. And I was up on a stool and I was doing some restocking and I stood off the stool and some water must have got into the sole because there was a gap in the bottom of my shoe and the whole front of my shoe just opened and my foot just went through the front and I was like, well... So like my heel was still attached, but none of the front of my shoe was attached. It's like a boot. So it was like the full front of my boot was just like whip, 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 on my left foot. And I was like, well. And like in Wales, in the winter, that is not good. So yeah, I did get my boots. Yes. I changed my shoes some months ago. Nice. So yes, I do now in fact have some shoes, and they are Doc Martens. Got them in the sale, so hopefully they will survive a while. I got them quite cheap, but they were originally not cheap, so hopefully they will be good, and I won't have to do this again. I don't want to buy new shoes again for a while. I really don't buy anything other than cosplay stuff, really, to be quite honest. Cosplay stuff and gifts. Oh, you got hard decent El Paso. Ooh! Ooh! Nice shoes. Oh. Right, where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? Where am I going? I think I want to go here first. Difficult to tell sometimes, but I think this is where I want to go. Oh, wait, no. This is where I want to go. I found it. So what I'm going to do first is just sew all of these bits up so that we have some nice pieces to work with, and then we will work with them, in fact. Good stuff, good stuff. Pretty expensive, more than 200 bucks at least. Yeah, but it's better that last you 8 years. You know, and that's kind of, I think, what I want from my shoes. My shoes were not that expensive, but originally they were like 160. I got them in the sale for 60, which, you know, I'll be the first to admit was quite a steal. But I had been watching them for quite a while. And so I got 100 quid off of my shoes. Quite tense. Yes. So I want shoes that are going to last me years rather than having to spend money on shoes every single year, because it just adds up so quickly, and it's very expensive. And so I was waiting for some expensive shoes to go on sale so that I could then get expensive shoes cheaper. Yes. Maybe a bit cheeky, but that's what I wanted. But Doc Martens are known for being pretty hardy shoes, so good work shoes, and that's what I need. I'm on my feet all the time at work, so we don't sit down at our job. We do not do any of that sitting down stuff. So it would be good if I could have shoes that will keep up with that sort of workload. Huge boats, kick sensitive customer in there, that you. Oh my god, okay, so this weekend was so up and down for customers. My god, I had some lovely people, really, really nice people. I had some people compliment me on my shoes and like my hair and stuff like that, and that doesn't happen too often with customers. I had some really, really nice people. And then I had some of the rudest people, and I was just like, this hasn't happened for a while. Are we going back to normal? Oh my god, is this normal retail now? It was weird. It was a really weird weekend. I went from like feeling really happy to being like, oh my god, to really happy to, oh my god. Like, just like this weekend. And I went home and I was like, what's going on? People make up their minds. Do you like me or do you hate me? Because every time someone says something nice about me, the next customer would be like, no. Well, they might have liked your hair, but I think it's awful. Why? It was like literally like this, and I was just like, oh, okay. Cool. And the next person come along and be like, oh, they weren't very nice, by the way, I like your shoes. I'd be like, yay. And the next person come along and be like, no, I'm not very happy. We're like, oh, for God's sake. It was so odd. I mean, there were other people there, so like there were people watching this happening being like, what's going on? It was I literally called someone over at one point to be like, is anyone else seeing this? It's weird. I feel weird about this. Also, Fries, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Dr. Martin quality ought to be going down. Oh no, it's been going down. Last I bought was in 1998. Oh. The Doc and Doc Martin is short for... No, it's not. No, it is not. Thank goodness you don't have to like everyone. Yeah, it was weird. I just kind of was left there like, what is hap? I thought I was here to sell you things, but I guess it's not. No. I'm not having a good day, but I hope you are. Oh, Fries. I'm sorry to hear that, but thank you. I'm having a good day, but I hope your day gets better. Oh, the seconds are just jealous because they couldn't pull off your hair. It's like, you could never pull off that. I coloured my hair with highlighters, look. Oh, it was just, you know, it wasn't one of those moments where I was ever going to get, like, upset. It was just, like, really odd, you know? And, yeah. Is thing is, I felt good because these shoes that I have now make me like 2 inches taller, so I feel proper cool. I feel like, whoa, look how tall I am, kind of all the time. So yeah, I don't know. It was just weird. People be like sometimes jelly. They want to make people feel bad. It's not them. Yeah, exactly. It's not ever gonna make me feel bad. It was just weird that it was like bam, 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 like compliment, bad, compliment, bad. Normally it's not like that. I started my day with an oh, I'm sorry, fries. Yeah, that's never a nice day to start the day. Hopefully, even though that was a really horrible way to start the day, the rest of your week will get better. It's not, to be fair, I'm not going to pry too much because at the end of the day, I'm streamer. I'm not here to pry. I'm just here to offer fluffy, nice place to rest and have rejuvenation. But hopefully the rest of your week does not follow the same path and you feel good and good things happen. Or at the very least, not bad things happen. Because yeah, that's not fun. Also, I don't know about anyone else, but if I start my day bad, like not necessarily that bad, but like bad, like I have a negative start to my day. Like for instance, I open my tea calendar and I see that it's going to be green tea jasmine, like that. I'm a little bit spiteful about that particular tea. It was bad. But if something like that happens, it does kind of set me up for a bit of a bad day. Like, I don't know. I try to turn it around. I do. But like, the rest of the day, I'm just constantly thinking like, you know, good things are happening. However, I did have to start my day by having like that bad cup of tea. And, you know, or like I did have to start my day. That's why if I wake up in the morning and I have a really rough like morning, like, you know, I've had a really rough night, I'll purposefully go back to sleep. If I can, if it's not a work day or if I'm not streaming, I'll purposefully go back to sleep and set an alarm for like an hour later so I can re-wake up. Because I just don't fancy it. Now I'm kind of in a good position in that I only work 2 days a week, so I do have the availability to do that. But sometimes you just wake up and you just don't fancy it. Oh dear. Yeah, also people with colourful, beautiful souls. Yeah, exactly. I would say 99% of people just see my hair and they're like, whoa, that's a heckin' colour. I like it. Thank you. You can spot me from a mile away, which is kind of what you want from someone in retail. If you need help, you want to be able to spot them. And let's be honest, you can spot me. A lot from here, yeah. And self-help in the sense, paper was putting requests in to have half my exams. Good, good. Why is this calling? Calling? No, she just called. I'm scatterbrained. Yeah, good. It sounds like you're making good positive stuff. Yeah. I'll leave for a eucalyptus bath, then I have then I have to shovel my way to the post office. Take care, Scene Matrix. Oh my god. I wish you the very best of luck, Matrix, with your shoveling. Take care. What comes first? Is it skill or passion? No, I wouldn't say either of those necessarily come first. Is that bad? If I had to pick between the two, it would probably be passion. But I would say neither of those come first, probably. Can I be that awful person who's like, no, I've got a third option I have. I would probably say interest. Oh, a hydrate, thank you. I can do a hydrate before you leave. It'll be my Earl Grey that's going cold, but I'll do it. Without passion, you can't develop skill. This is true, but I think thinking that you're going to be passionate about something right off the bat is not... That's not necessarily what happens. I wasn't passionate about cosplay right off the bat, like. I had an interest. I think the interest comes first. Or a curiosity. Curiosity, I think, would be what comes first. And then, yeah. I don't think it's skill nor passion. I think it's curiosity. And then from there, then if Yeah, enjoyment should always come first. Yeah, exactly. If that becomes something that you then enjoy, it will become a passion, and then you'll gain skill in it. But I don't think I was passionate about cosplay until about 4 years ago, maybe. I think that's when I really became passionate about cosplay. And I'd been doing cosplay for years at that point. And I wasn't passionate about it. I just, I had an interest and I liked going to cons and dressing up. And I liked sewing. Yeah, I really liked sewing, but I wasn't passionate about, cosplay in particular. I had an interest in it for sure. I was definitely curious and I liked making this stuff. But more than anything, I just liked having something to go to cons that I had made. And then I think when I made the that's a horn. But when I made the Madoka Magica dress, that's when I became passionate about cosplay. When I was doing the planning for that, that's when I was like, yes, I think I'm passionate about this. This feels like something that I'm very interested in fact. And through making that and all the costumes I've done since, that's when I've really started to get a lot more skilled in it as well. Because I put the time towards it. Until that point, I hadn't really given it the time. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I'd done a lot of sewing beforehand because I'd been doing other things as well. I'd been sewing a lot of different things. But I don't think I'd ever found something that I was specifically passionate about. Also, Chibi Bubbles, thank you for the follow. It's very kind of you. Hello. Passion for the lifestyle. Yeah, there's like a lot of things that I liked. So I like costumes for sure. And I was clearly going down that path a while beforehand. But I don't think that I was passionate about it at that point. Oh no, what have I said? What have I said? Oh no. What's our hats? Hi there, would you ever go to a con? Calling me Coco, yeah, I go to Comic well, not at the moment. But normally I go to a couple of Comic Cons a year. I love Comic Cons. Comic Cons are kind of probably what got me more into cosplay because I was like, oh, people wear costumes that you can make? Okay, well, this is a new thing that I can try making. Because at that point, I'd only really been making doll clothes and like stuff for my arts award, which was, it's kind of like Duke of Edinburgh award, which is something that you can do in the, I think, UK, but I don't know if you can do it in other countries as well, where you do like a lot of outdoor activities. The arts award is very similar to that, where it's basically you can get points for your university by doing arts. Yes. Good stuff. I went to Wrexham one. I met David Tennant. Nice. Nice. It's nice if you can meet the people that you look up to. Cool. I hate this. Oh no. Oh, not you. The system of requests at my uni. It sucks. Oh, yeah. It's... I remember what it was like applying for universities and stuff like that. It does, in fact, suck. You've got this, Fries. It will be over. But... And once it's all done, it'll be like... celebrate. But it's a difficult process. It's Monday. It's a Monday, all right. It is in fact a Monday. If you need to take a break, there's nothing wrong with taking a break for a moment, making yourself a cup of tea or a cup of hot chocolate. It is winter, and sitting down, having a cup of hot chocolate. Like, the world won't end because you've taken 10 minutes to look after yourself and have a nice hot chocolate or something similar. I don't know. A lot of people don't like tea or coffee, so I always feel a bit funny recommending tea or coffee. Also because it's got a lot of caffeine in it, and I don't want to be keeping people up at night, but like, I don't know, it's my go-to. Can you speak Welsh? Absolutely not. I'm English. I've been living in Wales for, it's probably 7 years now. I think it's 7 years. But I am English. I've tried to learn some Welsh. The Welsh that I can do is mainly through the public transport system, the stuff that I hear over and over again, so it's absolutely useless in my day-to-day life. But, yeah. I like them all. Heck yeah. Rubios tea is not caffeinated. Ooh, okay, well there we go. Coffee, tea, and hot chockey. Heck yeah. Can anybody speak Welsh? No, people can. Shiny. I was pointing downstairs because that's where he is. He does a Welsh. And there we go. One of our mods does a bit of Welsh. Earl Grey's my fave. We do a cheers with the Earl Grey. Uh, it's winter. It's been rainstorm here. By the gods, it's cold. Oh, it's cold for you too. It's been cold here. I guess that's why we've been having snow and sleet because of the weather. Sorry, I should keep sewing. I'm just a chatty person. Jimmy Carr explained it perfectly well. She's made up by a dad unwilling to lose at Scrabble. Yeah, I've never played Scrabble with anyone Welsh, but like, anyone Welsh could put anything on the board and I'd be like, I guess I believe it. Yeah, sure. They'd be like, yeah, that's a Welsh town. I'd be like, all right, sure. I can say quite a lot of Welsh places if you put them in front of me, though. I think the one thing that I do feel a bit more confident in at this point is pronunciation, as long as it's not a ridiculously long one, because I get lost sometimes in the really long places. But like a go. But yeah, I feel more happy in my pronunciation because, you know, as with a lot of different languages, like vowels and stuff like that are pronounced differently, and the Welsh has a different alphabet as well, so I feel a bit more confident in that. But I don't speak Welsh at all. No. It's just if I see a Welsh word, I feel a bit more confident in being able to maybe pronounce it a bit closer off the bat, whereas before I would have been very confused. Like when I first came here, because I'd done like 5 years Spanish, I was doing all Y's like E, making the E sound for Y. But I was so confused. I was going completely off the rail, and that is absolutely not how you do any Y sound in Wales. It's like an sound, not an E sound. And so every time I was trying to pronounce any word that I saw, I was completely off. But I feel a lot more confident in getting that bit now. Just conversational stuff. I think that's the most important, though, isn't it? Can you, or do you just make strange noise and tell people it's Welsh? Because there's no way you can tell the difference. Same. There are 3 letters and somehow 12 consonants in that word. I prefer my Norwegian and Danish instead. I'm sure you hear this from a lot of people that only speak one language, but I really do want to learn more than one language better. That's why I've been practicing my Spanish more, because I did Spanish for so long that I want to get that back to at least where it was. Because I was actually pretty confident in my Spanish for a while. Weirdly enough, except my food. Food I struggled with. But I was reasonably confident in my Spanish for a while. And then, but the thing I'm not good at is talking. And I mean, I'm not really that good at talking in English either. But maybe that's why I'm not confident in it. Is because I'm not confident in speaking in any language, let alone the language that isn't my native language. But I really do want to get better at that. But yeah, if at the very least I can pronounce some words, yeah, that'd be good. Here in Wales, and like, you know, the simple ones like, you know, diolch and stuff like that, diolch and stuff like that. I could do stuff like that, but not super great. Not super great. Not like someone who lives in Wales, but to the extent where when people in the shops, because you know, in the stores in Wales, you do get people come up and they will greet you in Welsh. I can, you know, greet them in Welsh too. So we won't have the whole conversation in Wales because they very clearly know that I'm not Welsh, but normally they'll appreciate the effort. And I'm at that level. Well, I can't have the whole conversation in Welsh, but I can do bits. The bit that really got everyone where I was like, oh, oes angen bag? Something like that. But I don't do it good. I make it sound like I'm being like, oes angen bag! And that's absolutely not the intonation you want to put on it. Because of my English accent. But it's supposed to be like, oes angen bag? Something like that. Because it's a question. But with the way that I see it, I absolutely butcher it every time. But yeah, that's been one. Oh, 5 languages here. Whoa, fries. You could do 5 languages? Oh. Oh, 2.5 here. Oh. Look at these talented people. Oh. I managed to do POT, SEO, It's too funny. CC fails. God damn it. God damn it. You print screened it. You can send it to me in Discord if you like. If they're very explicit, maybe just do it in a private one. I know Winged sent me a very explicit one last week. Also, calling me Coco, thank you for the follow. It's very kind of you. I've always kind of struggled with other languages. I learn the basics and then drop off. I want to learn Welsh fully at some point though. I would like to learn more. I don't expect to ever learn that one fully. I think just because I don't know if I have the time in my schedule nor the resources at the moment. If it happens though, I'd be happy. What am I making, calling me Coco? I am making armatures for a wig. So, you see the bits on the side of her head right now where they're really fluffy? Yeah, to anyone who's joined a little later, apologies. This probably doesn't make a lot of sense and I'm just chatting. These are going to be armatures on the side of the head that I'm going to attach a lot of our hair to. And our hair is dyed sheep wool, which I'm going to be taking off in strands and stitching into it because I want it to look heckin' fluffy. So it's not actually hair, it's wool. And we're going to be doing a few different textures. So we've got this and we're going to have unwoven wool that's already been woven. So that's going to have this really interesting kind of texture to it as well. So we're going to have those two. And this is a much darker shade because I wanted to look like shadow underneath. We have two shades of wool. So we have one vivid turquoise, one slightly darker turquoise, and then we also have a sparkle turquoise, which is going to go over the top. And because it's a more expensive thing to be using, and because it's also very light, I wanted to have armatures which we're going to fill with fluff to then cover these over the top. That way it will look much thicker without having to use as much of the actual product. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to act as if this is my head, but just thread it into these, which we're actually going to start doing. Guess what? Right now. But first of all, I'm going to mark off where I want my colours to be. So you can kind of see on Neeko, there is a very light bit on top and a dark bit underneath. Now in this picture, that's because there's shadow. However, I'm going to act as if I'm putting in the shadow with the hair. It's a lot, but I'm going to be doing that. So what I'm going to be doing with my markers, my little chalk markers, is just marking in where I want that shadow to be. And then I play D&D and I can switch to Welsh and say it's Elvish. Yes, yes, that'd be amazing. Oh, I stand by that. I stand by that 100%. Yes, Norwegian, Danish, English, Spanish, German, and I can read and write some French. Jesus Christ, fries. That's incredible. Wow. Wow, sounds warm. Heck yeah, there's more sheep in Wales than people. Everyone tells me this. I never see any sheep, but I would love to see more sheep. I think they're probably more in the north and west, and that's why, and I live in south. But I do be liking some sheep. Right, so what we're going to do is, we're going to basically do this so that we can get some different colours of fluff in there. And we'll end up styling this later, so I want to be quite careful. But I think we're going to want the darker fluff to be in about this amount. Probably not going too much at the end. So I don't know if you can see that, but there's a line there. The sparkle one, I'm just going to put it at the end in different bits, so it's not going to be too dramatic. Of course, I'll put a few bits of the light in there and a few bits of the dark at the top as well, but the main line there will be here. And just on the other side as well, so that it matches. Just from about here. Because of course we do want these to be matchy-matchy. And I'll do that on the other side as well, and that's where the majority of the shadow is going to be. Ah, don't play League of Legends. Embarrassingly, I was always more of a Dota player, but I don't really play League of Legends. I just love the character designs. Yeah, I was always more of a Dota player when I did play these sort of games, but after a while I kind of got a little bored of them. Yeah, I think just because I can be a very competitive person, but it's more when I play with people that I know, and I didn't really play with people that I know, and I think that's why I got bored of these sort of games. Maybe if I went back and played with people that I knew, it would be different, but yeah. I think that's kind of what did it for me, is I'm competitive with everyone that I know, but I'm not really competitive with strangers, to be quite honest. I just don't find it as fun. I like trash talking my friends. I don't really like trash talking strangers. It's just like I couldn't give two shits, to be quite honest. Like if you're doing well or badly. So yeah. Uh that is like Denmark with our pigs. Nice. Turquoise. I say turquoise. That's the accent, isn't it? That's fair. That's fair. It'd be like this. As long as you know what I intend to say, it's all good. Let me get the two colours out as well so you can see. Because it's not too dramatic, the difference. This is the light and this is the dark. So they're not too dramatic in difference, but it should hopefully give the illusion of there being a bit of shadow under there. Dota 2, Dota 2. I'm Dota 2. Are you one of those legends? No, I'm Dota 2. I'm so sorry. We have respect for strangers. You have respect for strangers. I guess, yeah. It's more like I just don't, like, yeah. I'm not rude to them. I don't have any interest in trash talking them. I only want to trash talk friends. So, what we're going to be doing, I don't really need the fluff to be that long, to be honest. So, I probably only want it to be about this long. Yeah. Do I want to get a measurement on that? I do, I think. Just because I don't want them all to be wildly different. First of all, we're going to cut off the end of this. I might come back and use it, but the end is a little bit raggedy just because it is the end. Samir, hello, how are you doing? Anyone who doesn't know Samir, we now have horns. We now have a very talented cosplayer watching us while I do everything kind of by eye. Good stuff. I hope you're having a lovely day. Depends on how they act. I hate people. People suck. You're kind of not wrong. Right. I think I kind of want it about 10 centimeters on either side, which means we're going to trim this at about 20 centimeters, I think. It doesn't matter if they're all spot on, but let's keep it about that length. Now this is the darker one, so this is going to be going into the darker section. And what we're going to be doing is separating this into little strands. Some of you might be seeing where we're going to be taking this and being like, Jesus Christ, how long is this going to take? And it's like, you're right, it's going to take a while. Thank you for shouting at Samir. Befitting Neeko. Oh, you like the trippy lights? They get slower and then they get faster. Right, we'll come back and grab a few more of these. But what we're going to be doing is stitching them down the center and doing it like this. And then we can brush it out once they are all on. But what we'll do is start right at the bottom and work our way up. But I will need, in fact, some thread. Actually, I'll use this thread. I've got less of this left. Yeah, anyone who doesn't know Samir, Samir is uber talented. Uber talented. Just leave here. Leave here and go watch Samir. Oh, see me. And what I'm hoping what this will do, so when I've watched other people do this, I've watched doll makers do this kind of thing. They tend to glue the wefts, but they have a hard surface to glue to. So I thought about making gluable wefts, and I was like, well, I like the idea, but I don't think it will work for what I'm doing because I don't have a hard surface to glue to, and I'm not gluing them to my head, nor do I really want to make a hard wig cap. So I think this is going to be better, and you do see them like press it into the head, and I think that's kind of what I'm doing here, basically. I think that's kind of what I'm doing here. Also, I'm just going to do my first stitch without one of them in it, so that I can just get my thread attached to here. This is just to attach the thread to the armature. And you can kind of see that. It looks like kind of a shark fin. It's cute, it's cute. Stop. You're about to finish your costume! How long is it taking you? How long? How long is this work? I should probably leave also a little bit of seam allowance, huh? I think ahead a little bit. Yeah, a little bit of thought. And then what we do is we put this and we just stitch it in. We go, yes, I would in fact like you to be here. Right here. and we stitch it very, very tight. And then that is attached. This will take a while. But do you see how thick that is? That is thick. I will brush them all out once they're on, but it is better for me not to brush them all out right now. Because if I brush them all out immediately, it's just gonna make a mess. It's gonna make a mess, and I'm not up for the mess right now. And I'm going to knot this really quickly and then move on. The reason I'm gonna knot it is it's not necessary, but if anything happened to it, it would only drag out one weft. You posted some whips today! Nice! Also, Sunkoi! Oh my god, so many cosplayers popping. Would you mind, if you're still here, Shifty, doing a shout out on Sunkoi as well? Because now we have two very talented cosplayers dropping by. How am I even gonna handle this? How even? Trying to make myself. It needs to be done by the 14th. Oh, wait, and when is that? Is that next? Is that next Monday? It's pretty soon. But it's not. We've got a bit of time. Thank you, Shifty. Yes, anyone who doesn't know Sunkoi, Sunkoi also makes lovely, lovely cosplays and also really, really nice tutorials too. Yes. Ah, dear. Oh god, wow, there's a good chunk of hair. Yes, because it is wool, it is a lot thicker than hair, but also because it is wool, it doesn't come in wefts, so you kind of just have to put them in yourself. And what I'm doing is I'm putting it in really, really close to the original stitch to try and make it really, really tight, and then just flip it up. Yes, and I will just keep putting knots in it. Again, the reason I'm putting knots in it is just so that if anything was to happen to any of these, it's only going to take out one. I just really don't want it to take out a whole line. That would be a pain. There we go. And it only takes a second, so. Look at it. It's so fluffy. When I brush this as well, these will become a little less pointy. They'll become a little bit more spiked. And I'm hoping to style this in a way that will secure it further. Look at it, Suki. You working on side. Yes! Time to get another talented cosplayer. Just shouting out all the cosplayers. The real cool one. Yes. All of the. Wait. That's me. No. We don't shout out me. Also, it's my channel. This is payback. Anyone who doesn't know Shifty Bluke as well. Shifty Bluke, could you really quickly shout out Shifty Bluke? If you want to see me shouting out Shifty Bluke constantly on his own channel, you should definitely check out Shifty Bluke. It's my favourite. I was gonna say this is payback for me going into Shifty Bluke's channel and just shouting out Shifty Bluke. Oh, Purple Cosplay, hello! I hope you're having a good morning. Welcome. We are stitching in some wool. And it takes a hot minute, but you know what? Worth it. Worth it. You can't shout yourself. Okay, well, give me 2 seconds. Right there. Just need to do a little or not. And so I can't wait to wear. Yes. See, I kind of wish there was somewhere close by that was just the most beautiful place in the whole of the UK. Now, it's not much to ask for in my mind. So I can get really cool photo shoots. I just wanted to have a little bit of every environment, you know? So that I get a lot of different types of photo shoot. I just wanted to have a little bit of everything. Also, there we go. We have got that shout out. Unlock, how you doing? We are putting in some of the fluff. Would you look at that fluff? What do you think of that? Looks pretty good. It's kind of like making your own incredibly long pile fluff. I think. I might go a little bit longer near the end, but I don't want to go too long at this point because this is going to be a pain otherwise. It's going to be a pain to style. But yeah, you can kind of see the thickness that this adds already, and I have done 3 pieces. This is 3 pieces. It adds so much. But yeah, I just think it looks so warm. And yeah, the color is lovely. I could even go in and airbrush this. I don't know that I will, but I could. I think about it, make it look a little bit darker. Oh, I really want to do some other bits. Spyro is winning. Yes, if on Tuesday evening Spyro is still in the lead, that means on Wednesday we'll start playing Spyro. Fluffy, I like it. Heck yeah. Good for the winter. Yes. Yeah, it definitely adds like a lot of thickness. That's why I was a little bit hesitant about how big we were going to make this, because it just adds a lot. But yeah, it's very fluffy. Very, very fluffy. But this is the underside, so it doesn't need to be it doesn't need to be that big. Such floof, such floof. Indeed. Such floof, my lord. So much floof. I need to cut a new piece now because I've sewn in the first 3. Just make sure all of those are brushed out well. There we go. I thought I had a bit of extra on there, and I'm like, it's gonna become an issue in a minute. There we go. Yes. What part is this? The crown? So Moko, this is gonna be the big floofs on the side of the head. These are gonna be the floofs on the side of the head. So we're just making the bottom part a little bit darker so that it's got some texture. Texture. I could probably even go a little thinner on the pieces that I'm doing because also I just realized as well I've got a lot of there's a lot of this wool. I don't know if I needed as much as I ordered, but that's okay because you know what, if I don't use all of it I can use it on another project. But like this tears into a lot of pieces. It tears really nicely as well, to be fair, so look at all this. Ooh. Some of these pieces are a little bit less uniform. I might keep that together. Bit of a thick piece, but I'll keep that together and I'll keep that together. Look at all these pieces. Look at all these pieces. Can you heat style wool? Not really. I wouldn't probably recommend to heat style the wool. Also, Silver Shoes, hello. Rather than heat styling it, probably more water, but really, really careful because this is felting wool. If I could felt it really easily if I'm not careful. So I don't know if I'd even use water, to be honest. I think I'd probably just style it. No, wait, you can heat style it because you can straighten it. What am I saying? Yeah, you must be able to because you can definitely straighten it. Yeah. I think I just lied to you. Apologies. Because yeah, you can straighten this. So, yeah. Interesting. I'm not exactly sure. I don't think that I'll be straightening it because it would take some of the volume out of it if I was to do that. But I guess it would be an option. Yeah, because I see a lot of, again, a lot of people that do custom dolls will do stuff like that with this. To get really nice thick hair without using wefts because there wouldn't be enough space in the hair to use the wefts. An interesting thought. I'll have to look more into it. Oh, I'm looking. Thank you. Better looking at it then for when it comes to the materials. Oh, dear. Did I get new emotes? I've redone the heart emote, so the heart emote has changed. I've been saying that I wanted to redo it for God knows how long, and I finally got around to doing it. Also, somebody has got to the a bit emote. Somebody got that, and because we said I wasn't going to do any of the bit emotes unless somebody had got to that level, and someone has. I'm going to make a guess that it could be Truck Driver, because I know Truck Driver had donated quite a few bits. But somebody had got there. So, because someone has got there, I've made an emote for it. Not to try and entice people to donate that many bits, but just because somebody has already got it. Do you need to use a different type of fabric so it doesn't get too heavy? This is so lightweight. I cannot even tell you how lightweight this is. It's like, It's like lighter than feathers. Lighter than feathers, this is. It might look quite heavy, but it is lighter than feathers, so I don't believe so, no. It is so light. You really should talk it through, don't worry. I'm just like, wait a minute, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. No, I don't. You can definitely heat form it, I suppose. But I don't know if you could, like, how far it goes. It's wool, but what confuses me is like, how far would that go? I don't know. I might have to do an experiment with it in the future because I'm not sure. I'm not sure. The thing is, because they kind of sell it to be either woven or like felted, so I guess they don't really advertise it to be heat formed into costumes. So I'd have to do some checks. If you can, that'd be really cool. Also, I'm just going up the center line, and then I'm going to fill it in on either side. Let's try to make my job easy. I think I just lied to you, top 10 plan. I think I say that at least like once a week, to be quite honest. Like, I think I've lied. I think that I've lied. I think I've said the wrong thing. Fortunately, it does brush really well. It also knots with itself very easily, because it's just wool. So, like, as far as if I want it to go upwards, I would literally just brush it there, and it'd just be like, yeah, I guess we stay up here this way now. And I could probably just hairspray it there, and it'd be like pretty good. Oh, it's pretty cute. It's pretty cute. It's so thick. Oh, I love it. I also wish I could reach through the screen and be like, do you want to feel? Do you guys want to feel? Touch it. Because it is just sheep wool. It's so soft. It was recommended to get like a, is it mohair? Stuff like that. So a really oh no, is it mohair? A very specific type of wool. Because it'd be easier to work with. So it's really soft. But is it heavy? A kilogram of feathers or a kilogram of wool? But wool is heavier than feathers. I love those memes. I have a student that likes needle felting, so I looked at tutorials with her. I've never really looked at needle. You never looked at needle felting before. Needle felting is really fun. This is what you would use to needle felt, to be quite fair. I'm just not using it for the purpose. You know how it be. But oh, I do really like. I'm gonna save that piece. It's thick. It's really nice. It's really fun. I like it because as well, you never quite exactly know what it's gonna look like at the end. So it's always really fun. You're like, oh, get like a little extra piece here. Oh, nice. I wish I could find my little needle felted turtle. He was so cute. He was so cute. I loved him. I have no idea where he is though. He was cute. He was cute. Ah, ah, thank you. Thank you for the creativity points. Heck yeah. I like unconventional use of materials. It's one of my favorites. Is just using random things and being like, yes, we use this today. Ha ha. Today it will be this one. But then again, if it works, it's like you get to work with something really soft and fun. And I love working with soft things. Working with soft things is lovely. You know, you're having a bad day, but then you just get to handle something really soft and fluffy for like a couple hours. It's, I don't know, maybe it's not the same for everyone, but I find that to be very relaxing. I do. It makes my day a lot better. Also, this is working really well, by the way. I wasn't sure how well it would stay in there because it is so fine in some places, but it is sticking in there very well. It is in fact sticking in there very well. Oh, you can perspire as well. Nice. Look at all of these. I don't have any tea left. Ah. Oh. Where's the next? Oh. I think I've got some of it in my mouth. Blair. Wait, the charity fundraiser's got a bit more than 12.6. Thank you for the update. See, our stream again. Like the stream that we're doing specifically for it is not until Friday. But everyone who is doing this, everyone who's taken part, has done so much work towards it. It is literally like so cool, so cool. Again, to anyone who's joined a little bit more recently. Also, I'm so sorry if I'm getting like distracted. I can see the sparkles out the corner of my eyes, and I'm just like, oh my god, Christmas. We're sorry, the 12 days of streaming. There's like I think it's 94 streamers taking part, but I could be wrong. I could be just a little bit off, but like taking part in raising as much money as possible for the Starlight Foundation, which is an organization that goes to hospitals and like basically provides entertainment, occasionally days out for children that are seriously ill and spend a lot of time in hospital. It's a lovely organization. Thank you for the horn, Zay. It's a lovely organization. They do a lot of really, really good work. And yeah, I genuinely, watching the numbers go up over the weekend, unfortunately, again, I couldn't really watch a lot of the streams because I was just at work, but watching the number go up, it was just like, oh my god, look at all of this hard work. People are doing so much hard work, and it's like so lovely to see. And yeah, I think it's really cool. And you know, coming up to Christmas as well, there's going to be a lot of children who do have to spend you know, the holidays over Christmas. And regardless, I suppose, as well as whether or not you celebrate Christmas or not, a lot of families do use Christmas as an opportunity to get together and stuff like that. And it's not easy if you have a child in hospital. I think it's really nice the work they do, of just bringing that extra piece of joy to them. I think it's lovely. I think it's a lovely organisation. Ah, yes. Really, really sweet. Really nice. Also, Aussie Pants! And Feliton! And wait, there's lots of people. Hi, how you all doing? Feli and Retreat. Hi, how you doing? I hope you're having a good day. We're sewing, by the way. My god, we're sewing wool that has been dyed and shaved off a sheep onto some wig armatures that I'm going to be using for my Neeko wig. Because you know what? The Winter Wonderland Neeko skin, that's a warm skin, but she doesn't wear a whole lot. But I was like, you know what? Let's center all that warmth on the head. And yeah, so this is wool that hasn't been woven into basically your more traditional wool. You can quite often use it for felting and stuff like this. So we've got two colours. We're using the darker colour to do the underneath, the lighter colour to do the top. We've got some sparkle wool as well, which I'll be putting to do like the glittery bits. And this is one of the pieces that'll be going off the side of my head. And yeah. Oh, Butterfly, thank you for the follow. It's very kind of you. Oh, Ozzy, thank you as well. It's chill. It's chill. Just doing good, exhausted and wore out. Oh, Retreat. I'm sorry. Grab yourself maybe a hot drink. I don't know. If you're in one of those cold parts of the world like we are over here in Wales, maybe get yourself a hot drink. Get a chair. You don't even have to watch me. Just you know, do something and take 10 minutes. It's a hard time of year, you know. Everything's a bit busy. Take 2 minutes. Oh. I think they probably sheared the sheep before they dyed the wool jelly. Oh, did I say it in the wrong order? you know in Minecraft where you dye the sheep and then you're like, and I shear the wool, and I shear the wool. I'm thinking of it backwards, I am. I wasn't imagining a field of rainbow sheep needing to be herded into the colour pens. Yeah, I'm thinking in Minecraft, I am. I'm thinking, you know what? We dye the sheep, we shear the sheep. 8:20 and I still haven't eaten dinner. Oh, no, that doesn't sound perfect, Mr. Thorpe. That sounds like you need to eat something. On Philly, thank you so much for the follow. Crafting a Lux cosplay right now. Oh, thank you. Pretend not to be lonely, really, Simon. Oh, that's all right. It's all right. Do not worry. My English, I'm only language English, and my English is pretty terrible. Oh, dear. Yeah, no need to apologise ever. Oh, that sounds lovely though. I also watch people make stuff when I'm making stuff and not streaming because it's just watching someone else craft while you're crafting, you know, I'll be honest, I'm a serial lurker. I lurk and I make stuff. I'll be like, hi, I'm just crafting, goodbye. But I just find it to be incredibly, like, it helps. It helps. But then I'm also the sort of person that found it easier to like do like science study if there was someone else studying science with me, so I'm obviously just one of those people. You did cardio today, still shaking. Oh. Okay, so this is completely different, Aussie, and clearly you have done a proper workout, and I have. This just kind of shows you that I'm maybe not in the tip toppiest of shape, but I found out that my Doc Marten shoes that I've got because my old shoes exploded, um, they're very heavy, and it feels like I've done a workout because I went to work in my Doc Marten shoes, and they're so heavy, and my legs ache just from lifting up my heavy shoes. And like after work yesterday, I was like, why do my legs hurt so much? What's going on? My whole legs hurt, and I'm sure I've not been walking weird. What's going on? It's because my shoes are heavy and I feel like I've done a workout. I like crafting together when you do that. Yeah, it does feel like crafting together. It feels like a little like arts and crafts session, and I love that. I love a little arts and crafts session. The only thing that I miss from arts and crafts sessions is when you go on a proper tangent from your arts and crafts and then you end up showing them. You end up showing them some sort of like disturbing anime that you're watching this season. Everyone's like, why are you showing me this? And it's like, no, you'll love it, you'll love it. And then they're like, all right. And that's the only thing that I miss. And then you all have to make a cup of tea afterwards so that you can sit down and breathe for a while. Maybe that's just our arts and crafts sessions, but you know. Thing is, I don't work from home and I only get 4 hours of sleep. It's been quite a stressful week, yeah. I'll be honest, I kind of feel you on that. I feel like I've not been sleeping as much this week. And yeah, it definitely, because it's a difficult time of year anyway, and if you're not sleeping as much, it definitely feels like it piles up much quicker. Oh, you gotta go eat dinner. Yes, Aussie, get some food. Thank you for popping by. I do appreciate it. Please get yourself some dinner. Ah. How often do I stream? I stream 4 times a week. I do. I stream on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I nearly forgot, but I did remember right at the end. I stream, yeah, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Wednesdays we do a game stream, and then so at the moment there's still kind of a vote going, although it's definitely leaning heavily towards Spyro. Um, but yeah, we do games on Wednesdays. Every other day is sewing. Is there a story behind my other pair exploded? It's just I don't know how anyone else deals with retail shoes, but like you're on your feet all day. We don't sit down in our job. We only stand for our particular job in retail. So they get a lot of work basically. They get a proper workout. Our shoes do. And I got a bit of water, I think, in the sole because there was a gap. And I took a step off a stool, and the whole front of my shoe opened, and my foot went out the front. The heel was still attached; they were boots, but the whole front is just open. And it was like, well, it was like, it was very dramatic. Flo2, hello! I hope you're having a good day. Ah, I actually did a craft together stream. Oh, you did! Wait! Oh, wait, Runa, I'm curious. Wait, sorry, I'm gonna shout you out because I want to come see. If anyone else wants to come see with me, join that link because I'm curious. I'm curious. Hey, Mache. I can only unfortunately check out after the stream because, as maybe most of you probably know, because you know I get called out on it a lot. If I open things while I'm streaming, it opens in Internet Explorer, and I'm not logged into Twitch on my Internet Explorer because I never use Internet Explorer outside. Or when I try to open things when I'm in Twitch, but there you go. You're making your own wig. Yeah, we do this a lot, Flotil. I'm not really keen on hair, you see. I'm just not keen on it. So if I can, I'll try and make my own wig. And this time we're making it out of sheep wool. Paper mache and 4 other people joining to make their own paper mache turtle. Oh, that's really cool. Continuing next Saturday. Oh, I'm gonna be at work. No! I have to watch the VOD, but that's okay. It be like that sometimes. It do be like that sometimes. I work in a very dangerous job that can end my life very easily, and it's more stressful than a store manager or a store employee. Yeah, this is fair. This is fair. I'll do my little retail job. I mean, I don't have to expect that anyone's going to kill me anytime soon. So there is this. Ah, He's legit, yeah. Why is your links open in Internet Explorer? Have you set your preferred browser? No. This is why. Yeah, well, I've been streaming for like, what, 8 months now? 9 months now? I still haven't done it. This is why everyone calls me out on it, because I could have done it a while ago and I still haven't. Internet Explorer is obsolete. You should have at the very least used Edge. I know, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. You want me to send you a PM so you get a reminder for checking it out? I'm gonna be at work though is the thing, Runa. I work all day Saturday and Sunday. That's why I can't ever stream on weekends, is because I'm at work. But if I follow you at the very least, if you do any streams around the other days of the week, I can check those out. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I'll just follow you then. That's alright. Makes you say you're using Windows. What's wrong with Windows? There's nothing wrong with Windows, Floatil. Windows fine. Windows fine. There's nothing wrong with Windows. I feel like you're trying to psych me out and tell me there's something wrong with Windows. There's nothing wrong with Windows, is there, right? Windows is fine. I'm also splitting these up because the more I look at them, the more I'm like, they're a little bit thick. A little bit thick. Oh, it's the XP part. Oh, sorry. I thought it was like a face. Ignore me. The XP was important. It wasn't an emote. I thought it was a face. I thought you went Windows. Windows XP. I don't have Windows XP. I've actually got emotes for that. Oh, you know, I do get a little bit confused sometimes. It's because I do like the XD emote a lot. I have emotes for it, but I also still do the XD emote a lot. I don't know, I just really like the XD emote. It's nice and simple, gets the point across. Yep. Thank you. Are you working the fire service? Yeah. Because we see what you can't, but I'm, yeah, trained to handle the deadly situation. Yeah. The fire service is, yeah, it's a crucial service for sure. Obviously, you're handling very dangerous situations. But I could see why that would be very stressful. Ooh. Ooh. There we go. I have all kind of emotes. I've got so many channels. I get random stuff often. Ah. Nice. Nice. I try to lurk when I can. It's one of those things where I will normally lurk in the stream that we raid because, you know, first of all, I raid people that I like. Or new people, which I'm always interested in learning about. So one or the other. Second, I will often be lurking in the stream that I'm on in. Because yes, obviously, if I can. But unfortunately, I also fall asleep after my streams about 80% of the time. I don't know if any other streamers do this, but I stream and then I eat and then I fall asleep. And I understand that I often finish my streams at like 3 in the afternoon. I know. And people be like, you can't have fallen asleep. It's like 3 in the afternoon. It's like, watch me. I will absolutely fall asleep at 3 in the afternoon. I'm a sleepy lady. I'll fall asleep whenever. There is no time schedule. You cannot contain this. You cannot contain the sleep. Nah, I love streaming, but damn, does it make me sleepy sometimes. And I don't know. I just fall asleep. I don't think that I'm gonna, but then I do. So I'm a lurker that will maybe have fallen asleep in your channel. That being said, I think also because most streams don't have such obnoxious loud noises as my stream does. Which is a nice thing, to be fair, because obviously I need a sleep sometimes, so... Oh dear. Oh, there's our next big stream. Oh, that reminds me, there is something I need to do actually after this stream. I need to prepare a little bit for the Christmas Eve stream, which I'm not telling you what it is because it's going to be a surprise because it's also going to be probably cursed. But I think you'll enjoy it because from the sound, like from everything that's happened in our stream so far, you've all quite enjoyed the cursed content whenever that happens. So I think you'll like it. I'll enjoy it at the very least. And you know what? I want to enjoy Christmas Eve. You know, for many years, Christmas Eve has been my favourite day of the year because on Christmas Eve, you don't really have too many commitments. I've kind of worked a lot of Christmas Eves recently, so like it's not maybe been my best day, but you don't really have too many commitments on Christmas Eve. And I kind of like that. Like nothing against Christmas itself. Christmas itself is fine, but you know, I like that you don't have too many commitments on Christmas Eve. I like that you know, you can maybe prep some food so you get the smells of food in the house, but it's not the whole shebang of Christmas Day, which is a lot. Yeah, and I like seeing everything. I just like looking at things. I don't again, maybe this is just me. I like just looking at presents under the tree. I like just looking at sparkly lights. I just like looking at them. I don't have to do anything. I like just sitting. This is very contradictory to my whole like I can't watch a movie. I can't watch a movie, but I can just stop and stare at lights for like 10 minutes. That's absolutely something that I can do. Yeah, you can't ask me why. I don't know why, but I can just stop and stare at lights, and that makes me very happy. I predict in my future one day I will be one of those people that has like a whole garden of like really pretty lights. Not now, because I don't think I'm at the stage in my life where I could afford the electric bill of that. But one day, I think I will be one of those people that will have like a tree with some pretty lights. Or bush, I don't know. And maybe some like stars, maybe a reindeer. I don't know. Fancy. Why? Because you're special. Thank you. I don't I don't know if other people like do that, but I just find it very chill and happy to like have a cup of tea in my hand in an evening when it's dark and just look at my Christmas tree. I just look at it and be like, yeah, I did that. I mean, I didn't create the tree, it's a plastic tree, but like I did decorate it. And yeah, it just makes me happy. Also, like to look at the presents that I've wrapped for other people. Sorry, yeah, to be more specific, not to look at presents for me, to look at the presents that I've wrapped for other people. Because I'm very proud of it. And yeah, that makes me happy. I do like doing that. The simple things sometimes. Make it LED. Oh, less energy usage. Okay. Oh my god, Lasso. Hello. Hello, sweet. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day and you've had a good stream. I will have to shout you out before Shifty does. If Shifty is still here, I am doing the race. Da 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 da. Yeah! So, I hope you had a good stream, Lasso. Hi, we're doing a raid. Heck yeah. How was your stream? Was it good? We are making it looks like a beard right now, but we are adding hair to the armatures on the wig before we sew them onto the wig. So this is going to be one of the side pieces on Neeko's head. So they kind of look like pigtails and we're making them separately. And they're going to be really, really fluffy and they're going to add a lot of volume onto the side. And that's what I'm making right now. The hair's going to stick out like a like a hedgehog until I style it, but that's okay. I'm ready. Subpar Star Marsoning. Oh, you're super tired. If you need to head off and get some rest after stream, fully understand. I feel that. We were literally just talking about a second ago that I often will fall asleep immediately after stream. So, yes. Thank you so much for the raid. If you feel the need to fall asleep, yes. All good. It sort of looks like hair, but it also doesn't. Yeah, you're right. So you know sheep, right? You know sheep, right? So this is wool that has been sheared off the sheep, brushed, and then dyed. That's all that's been done to it. So it's been washed, brushed, and dyed. It has had no extra treatment, and it's really not had a lot done to it. So it's not hair, but it is very soft and very nice to work with. I think therefore I Tom. Hi, how you doing? You found me through. Oh, you found me through Nice. I hope you're having a nice day. Welcome. We are just well, I say decorating. We're adding wool hair to the armature for the side of Neeko's head. So it's going to be brushed more upwards. It's not going to hang down like a beard. But we have to add it all. And yes, very exciting. Yes, I have heard of the being called sheep. Very mythical. Very mythical. We have loads of it over here, by the way. I actually need to cut some more now, so I'll cut the next length. We're doing it in 20 centimeters at a time right now for the underneath. So I'll just cut the next 20 centimeters. And then we just separated it into smaller pieces. Heck yes. I gotta stay up for 3 more hours. Oh, my sleep schedule be messed up. Oh, fair enough, Lasso. Wish you the very best of luck. Very mythical, very rare, yes. Legendary from the legendary land of New Zealand. They also live in Wales. We also got some sheeps. Thank you. Not seen Cosplay making before, so far it sounds like sheep aren't dipped in ransom dye. I'd love to see. Yeah, I got it mixed up earlier. I said it in the wrong order. I said they dye the sheep and then they shave them or something like that. Which is more like, I think, the Minecraft logic and less the real life logic. But it would be funny though. But probably not very fair to the sheeps. Yeah, we just separate them all off into tiny pieces and then sew each of these tiny pieces on, and then once they're all on we will brush them together, and then yes, they will conglomerate, I think is a good word to use for this. Also, there's a line here because this is going to be the darker pieces and we're going to do the lighter pieces on top, so there is a shadow. They also live on Wales. Yes, on the mythical beasts known as Wales. The sheep aren't Middle-earth sheep though, Jenny. I mean, this is true, they aren't Middle-earth sheep, unfortunately. I don't know Wales stayed above water long enough that grass could grow on them. That would be very mythical and very cool. Maybe if we just fed sheep carrots, they'll become orange. Oh, and like little blueberry sheep. A little blueberry sheep over here. And like, depending on the grade of blueberry, they become different shades of blue. Oh, gotta get them that good blueberries. That'd be very sweet. There we go. Okay. We wanted to go around the middle, which this one is being a little bit difficult. So just giving it a bit of a wiggle, but there we go. We gotcha. Sneaky weft. This is now going to be the bit that goes right underneath the flick at the end. So, look at all this. Look at it all. It's so thick. That's how flamingos work. Why not? I mean, there we are. This is actually, yeah. Why not? What's that song that was like kind of everywhere? Oh, I say a while ago, but I think a while ago might have been like 10 years ago. Which was like, how many shrimps do you have to eat before you make your wool go pink? Eat too much and you get sick. Shrimps are pretty rich. I think that's how it goes. I wasn't going to make this one really thin because it's the one right at the end. Maybe sheep in Wales have evolved to float on water like floaty clouds. They just like swim. They like little flippers, like sheep seals. Just like, whee! Oh, that'd be adorable. I'd like that. Stream muted because DMCA. It was just too good. I appreciate it. But yeah. Oh, thank you for the follow. It's very kind of you. Right, that's the last piece on that first strip, and then we just have to go in and fill the space on either side now. So that strip was, yeah, basically just to get to the end. But we've done it now. We've got to the end. And I'm just going to tie this because I will also need some new thread. I am enjoying myself, thank you. I like having friends. I got. I don't need to respond to the music, but when it talks, I feel like responding to the music is only polite. Whee! Jelly Sue. Talks at a little bit. Not enough to DMCA me, I don't think. No. Little fluff. So cute. Oh, right. Put the needle somewhere safe. Ow! Wrong way around. Ah. Oh, it's such a pretty mental image. Yes. It's not working well today. No! I like it. Oh, right. So, when it's all together, it probably adds about like an inch and a half thickness. But you know what? I like it. Oh. But I might also spread it to the side just a little bit when we're done. You know, not have it completely. And then have it more structured at the end, maybe? Oh, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, it's so fluffy. It's so difficult not to play with. I don't want to play with it too much because, you know, first of all, I'll be styling it somewhere which it can't stay for very long, but like, yeah. It's gonna be like this. Oh, that floof. The floof. Side note, has anyone seen the thing about chickens floating? Chickens float. It's okay. Chickens float. No. Love floofy. I do love floofy costumes. I love floof. I love anything soft to work with. I really like it. It's really fun. Yeah, if I can hold this up. Oh, that's the wrong side. I'm sorry. Look at floof. I need to go to face cam because I think it's a bit small, but look at this. I'll probably style it a little higher, but on both sides, just have. Oh my god, it's gonna be huge. This happens every time, but that's okay. Uh, and I'll floof it up, and it's gonna be like, oh my god, look at all that floof. And it's gonna be so soft looking. I mean, my hair is literally gonna be made of like sheep fur, so like it's gonna be the softest wig of all time, softer even than Wooloo. And Wooloo was made of pom poms, so yeah, it's gonna be heavy when it's done. Is it light? Yeah. So these are so light. This is probably gonna be the lightest wig I've ever made, I think. Um, that's I think gonna be a bit of a thing that it won't translate very well during stream. Um, this it's like if it's in my hand, I can't feel it. Like I physically can't feel it there. It doesn't feel like there's anything in my hand. It's very weird actually. I can't feel it in my hand. It's like it's basically like so light. Um, I can feel this much, but it's like just I can feel it. It's so lightweight. I can just about feel this in my hand. But like you can even see with this, like it's almost floating. It's really lightweight. This is really lightweight, and yeah, this stuff is much lighter weight than hair. This amount of hair would be quite hefty to hold in your hand, whereas this is like holding feathers. It's so lightweight, which is another draw to it, I suppose, in that if this works well, I will want to use this more because it is so lightweight. It's lovely. It's lovely. You know, gyroscopic heads. Gimbal heads, I mean. Gyroscopic would be amazing. Yes, so lightweight. Google or YouTube stable chicken head. It's amazing. Also welcome Shifty Fluke. Welcome back. We just talk about how well chickens and also how light this stuff is. Because it is insanely light, insanely light. Yeah, I mean the small pieces I can't even feel when I'm holding them. They are that light. And then the bigger chunks, it's like I can feel them, but they feel about the weight of one feather maybe. That's about how light they are. It's kind of yeah, odd. Again, I was recommended to use this by a lot of people who do dolls. So I was looking at like online videos and they were like, use this because it's lightweight. But I don't actually know what I've got, but they was recommended. And it is, in fact, very lightweight. So yeah. Things learned today. Chickens are super cool. Heck yeah. What I'll do is just start sectioning this off. Well, that's quite a thick chunky section, that is. You can have a little like and yes. And then we'll start sewing in. I'm going to go from the base, I think, again. I think that's easiest, is to go from here. I'm going to also leave a little bit of a gap, so I'm not going straight in next to it. I'm leaving maybe like a centimetre, 2 centimetres, yeah, probably about 2 centimetres between. And I am leaving a seam allowance. I am, I promise. I promise I'm leaving a seam allowance. I'm doing the smart at the end because it will need to be attached to the head. But I'm leaving a gap between the two of them so that when I brush it down, it can brush a little flatter. Like a little bit, it doesn't need to be a lot flatter. You know, there's some space for it to brush flat. And then we start going again. I don't get to do a whole lot of hand stitching too often because so many of my processes need to be quite quick because, you know, we do quite a fast turnover of cosplays on this channel. Nice actually just to sit down and do some hand stitching. I really enjoy it sometimes. It's just a very relaxing process. There we go. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. The smarter everyday guy has a set of videos where he mounted a camera to their head to use as a stabilizer. Oh, oh. I do art, so I choose Floofy Neeko. That's why I put points in for you. Ah, thank you. That's very kind of you. Floofy Neeko. Yeah, it is nice every now and again just to be able to do, yeah, no, something like this where it's like, you know, we just settle down and for some hand stitching. It's nice. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but like my cup of tea. I like it. And we go to the next piece. It's gonna be just here. Go. And we're just doing basically another line right next to the first line, where all of the wefts, I don't know whether to call them wefts or not, they're kind of wefts, kind of not, but all of the strands we're attaching are the same distance apart, just 2 centimeters to the right, basically. A weird thing happened with that one, but I think it's all through, so that's good. Oh, I see. We had a bit of an issue there with some stuff knotting, but that's good. We pulled it through. Okay, let's just do a little knot and pull it through. Nice. Good. He's using the chicken as a keyboard camera mount. Nice. Incredible. You're bored and angry. Do art, calm down. Yeah, sometimes. I don't know, sometimes that doesn't work for me, but a lot of the time it does. I would say, like, I'm not normally angry, But like sometimes when I'm sad, art doesn't work. But I think that's because like I think often I'm sad like because I don't feel like I'm that good. So doing art doesn't really work. And so it's like I need to do something else, do something different for a while, and then I'll feel better. I think it depends what's making you sad. Because like I think sometimes what can make me sad is like looking at the stuff that I've done and being like, could have done it better. Could have done this a little better. Would have preferred this. But I think that's why a lot of these quicker cosplays have been really good for me. Just not focusing so much on all of that for a while has been like, yes, actually, good. Because it's given me a lot less time to be like, let me nitpick everything to the nth degree. I don't need to do that. Because these are quick cosplays. That's been nice. Oh, apologies. We do not have links. Sorry. I think you might be a bot though, so I'm not sorry if you are a bot. There we go. That way I'm not apologizing to bots. I mean, because I specifically have put out there that I'm not sorry if it's a bot. There you go. Fixed it. Ah, it was a bot, I think. Uh, did I finish my tea? I didn't. I still didn't. I think I've already said that a couple times and I still didn't finish my tea. Ah, dear. Hmm. Hmm. After this line, I might end up putting in a couple pieces of the unwound wool. You know, just for some texture. I'm not going to bother doing it right at the bottom because it feels like it'll be lost. But I'm definitely interested in adding it, but you know, doing it right at the bottom just feels like it'll get lost. As much as I'm excited to do it, not where I won't say it. Waste of resources. 2 people today, jolly good. Thank you so much. I can all the kind. Currently constructing a few diorama pieces, miniature models, depending on how I feel, so different. Depending on how I feel, I do different parts of the models. Yeah, detailed sometimes to calm anxiety. Yeah, that's good actually. With a project like that, that sounds really nice. If sometimes some things help you feel better on different days, that sounds like a really nice project. Heck yeah, heck yeah. That sounds heckin' good. Lily, what are the odds you could recreate a Cyberpunk 2077 samurai jacket with working LED elements? I mean, LEDs are not too bad. You know, a lot of the time with like what you want with LEDs, the stuff that you want to put into it, you can just find that online. Like the codes and stuff like that. So it's not too bad, but it's expensive. And I think that's why I would not do it. So the likelihood of me doing it is pretty low because of the cost. Also, it's like cost comparison to me wanting to do it. And I think right now, probably pretty low. I think for the price it would cost versus how much I want to do it, I don't think it's worth it for me. As much as I think it's cool, yeah, yeah. I think there's other things I'd like to do more. Like physically, is it possible? Oh, absolutely. And to someone who would want that really badly, oh, go for it. It's not going to be as much as like as bad as you think it'd be, as far as creating it goes. The jacket would probably be harder to make, because making a jacket is not super easy. But yeah, LEDs do cost money. Also, jacket fabric is not super cheap. Actually, thinking about it. But it's a good time of year to get it because sometimes they go into sales in Januaries and stuff like that. So not a bad time of year to get it. But whenever it comes to a project with LEDs, it's always a way up of like, how much do you really want to do it? Do you really want to do this? Do you really want to do it? And I don't. Yeah. I realised that would take a long time. It's definitely a cool idea. This is the thing. It's a cool idea. I don't think it would take super bad. It depends. For somebody's first sewing project, it would be quite intense. That's what I probably would say. For a first sewing project, it would be quite intense. But if it's not your first sewing project and putting all of your resources towards it for a set amount of time, probably not so bad. Probably not so bad. Probably be a nice place for heat. There. Also, let's just turn those over so they're not splayed out anymore. Probably doing not also. That being said, I am doing a costume that I think will have some lights in it, but I don't think it's going to have very intense lighting in it. That's going to be the cosplay that we start in the new year, because I wanted to do one larger than life costume next year. We don't do larger than life costumes on this channel really, because they're very expensive, they take a lot of time, and we tend to do much quicker costumes. But I wanted to do one because I've been kind of craving doing one, and yeah, so we're doing one in the new year. It'll be the one after Neeko. I've not told anyone what it was. I've not given any hints to what it is either. I don't think it's going to be a character many people know. I'll be quite honest. But I think it will be a build that will be fun to make regardless of you knowing the character. Because it's got a lot of fun elements. And yeah, so we'll be doing that in the new year. And it'll be the first cosplay of the year. It'll probably be the only larger than life costume of the year as well. After that, we'll go back to our more regular formula of just doing like the shorter costumes. Yeah, I really wanted to do one. Obviously heating elements. A side collar around the neck, so it'd be scarf territory. Yeah. Is it count? I will say, I'm not going to say yes or no to any of them, because it's one that I really don't want to give away before we do it. So you're free to guess, but I will in fact give no hints. I'll be the ultimate sneaky on this one, I'm afraid. Ultimate sneaky jelly. No telling. But yeah. It's Alien from Alien. A character that nobody knows. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it should be fun. There's a lot of elements that I've wanted to practice doing for a while, I think, as well. I got quite. I know already that I'm getting quite a few of the parts for Christmas, but I'm keeping a tally of the price so that if anyone's curious about prices, stuff like that, for a lot of the stuff that I'm making, I can give you a pretty accurate amount, because this is going to be pricey. I think this one's probably going to cost several £100 to make. I already know that it costs at least 150. But that's just base, without any of the details and such. So it's a pricier costume because it's larger than life, because it's got a lot of elements, because it's a big one. It's a big one. But so far I've not spent a penny. I've just asked different people for different parts for Christmas. You wait till you see what I've received for Christmas presents. It's freaking ridiculous. Who is the alien from Alien Isolation that Jelly played? The Xenomorph, we called it Daisy. Yeah, it's the unknown alien, which is super. Oh, yes. Oh, and then there was like the little face hugger things. They were a nightmare. They probably scared me. I had worse jump scares from them half the time. I think I had worse jump scares from them. Yeah. This one, it's a big one. Whenever I'm doing, but then the thing is, with this particular costume, I am making it probably so that one day I can enter it into a competition. Not in the near future, probably, but one day when MCMs are up and running again, I might end up entering it into the championships, stuff like that. As a see-through alien? I don't think the small ones were see-through, but they did be sneaking up on me a lot. Daisy, I think Jelly would say Daisy. There's been a couple guesses that it's Daisy. I hope that everyone isn't disappointed when they see what it is if they don't know the character. But I don't think people will be disappointed when they know the scale of it. But yeah. And also I'm hyped to do it. But yeah, some of the bits that I've got as Christmas presents, I already know what they are because they're in the house and there's really no disguising them, by the way. There's like really no disguising them. I know what it is. It's like receiving a bicycle in the post and being like, it's probably a bicycle. But yeah. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to make it. You know, I love making all the costumes we make, but there's just something about making a costume that's that grand that's like, oh, it just hypes me up in a different way. It's different and I'm very excited. MCM Championships would be the coolest. Yes! I would like to make a costume that I could enter like specifically for that, or like another another competition like that. So I would like to make a costume for that sort of thing. And you know, again, it doesn't have to be this year or anything like that, but having a costume ready would be really cool. So that's what I want to do. Yeah, the duck from Duck Egg. I don't know any characters, so I'm good. Heck yeah, thank you, Runa. Also, whenever I do dress up for Halloween, I just usually do something out of my own imagination, which is always fun. Because then you can kind of make it whatever, you know, you want to be that year. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Uh... Oh, how's the Bard cosplay going? Kind of on a standstill right now, to be quite honest, because we've been so busy with the other costumes. Because all of these other costumes are taking so much of my time. But that's okay, because I've not really been wanting to do the Bard one at the moment. I think the thing is, I can kind of tell you while I've been a bit not hyped about Bard. So in November, I was meant. I don't want to go. I don't really want to do any sad stuff on the stream, so I'll be really brief about this. Bard costume is a costume we're meant to be doing in the background. Last September, I won the Cardiff Film and Comic Con Masquerade, which meant that I got to go to the UK finals of the which is held in the London Film and Comic Con, which was meant to be held in July. And it's my first time ever winning a Masquerade, and it's also my first time going to a finals. So I was very, very excited, of course, and of course everything's happened this year, and it means that I couldn't compete in July. They told us who competed that it was being rescheduled back in July to November, and my hotel said, oh, you know, we can't refund you, but we can reschedule you to November. And so that's what I did. I rescheduled to November, and of course it couldn't happen in November. England was on lockdown. Wales and England couldn't travel to each other. Of course the convention didn't happen. And now it's being said that it's meant to happen next year. But I'm so hesitant because I didn't get my money back from that hotel, and that was several £100. And that's over a month's earnings for me. And it's quite a lot. It's quite a lot for me. It's not, I know to other people that's not so much, but I only work 2 days a week. So it was quite a lot for me. And yeah, I'm a bit hesitant about entering the finals at the moment, knowing that they might do the same thing again, where I might lose all of my money if I try to enter the finals. And as much as I really want to, yeah, they didn't have to refund you. No, they didn't refund me. Funnily enough, there isn't really anything going on at the moment which protects people in a pandemic. And it's not the event organizers that have to refund me. It is the hotel. And they were really nice, to be fair. In the first place, in the first place, they were really nice to move my slot to November. So that was really nice of them. But then they couldn't move it to the new year. They couldn't do that, so I just had to lose the money. Which is all right. But you know, guess you do with dishes. Have a nice lurk, Runa. You've been doing paperwork on the lurk mobile. I just want to share that I looked up in 2 horses. Oh, by my fence. Oh, as you shook. Oh, to be fair, they're just like horses have them faces, but that's kind of funny. Despite lockdown, I think they're legally required. No. No, because people can still. So in the second lockdown, people could still go to the hotels. It was a bit different to the first one. I just couldn't. Yeah. So yeah, it's all right. It's fine. This is the thing. This is why it's like I didn't mention it back when it happened, and I didn't really want to mention it too much because it's like it's obviously not the happiest thing in the world. And that's the reason I've kind of been not working on Bard, is because I just don't know if I'm going to. I know it's terrible because obviously like it's my first time winning a masquerade and it's my first time getting invited to a finals, and I would love to compete, and I'm sure there are other people that would love to compete in my place and stuff like that. But I'm so hesitant to go to a finals and have that happen again because there will be other people that could afford to do it, but I can't afford to lose like another 300 quid if anything happened. And with these hotels, when you're in a big costume, you really want to book a hotel very close to the event. So which means you kind of have to book in advance. And I don't know what's going to happen in July. I just don't. And yeah. So that's why. Yeah, it's not the happiest scenario, but I'm fine. Yeah, didn't mean to derail the stream again. No, it's all right. I would have had to mention it at some point, to be quite fair, because it was a cosplay we were working on for quite a while, and it was a cosplay that I was very excited about, and it is a cosplay I'm going to finish. It's just I'm a bit sad about Bard at the moment, to be quite honest, because of everything that I was looking forward to with Bard. Yeah, if I had to be honest, that's how I feel about Bard right now. I was looking forward to a whole lot with Bard, and now I'm a little bit like, because also as well, like, you know, I got a guitar for Bard, I got everything else for Bard. Bard cost me some money as well, and I do feel a little bit like, oh, but at the end of the day, it's a pandemic. Also, Turk, thank you for hosting. That's very kind of you. So yeah. Sucks. Yeah, it's just one of those situations, isn't it? At the end of the day, there's a lot of people in the UK and the rest of the world going through much worse situations than me being here like, I can't do my cosplay competition. But yeah, so it sucks, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Thank you for shouting out, Turp. Hi, oh, we can now see what you make today. Well, Turp, we have in fact been filling out one of the wig armatures with wool, and look how thick it is. Look how thick. This is just 1.5 lines, and it is already so thick. Yeah. Play the best next year, the event and quick. Yeah, that's very fair. Hopefully things will be normal enough so things can resume. Yes. I think it is likely. I know there are a couple events. Like I know I got an email from MCM asking me to do a survey, and I was like, all right, I'll do your survey. I'll always do your survey, MCM. And they were like, how would you feel about going to an event next year if there were limited tickets and you could only ever attend for 1 day and stuff like that? And so I said no, I wouldn't go. Because, not because I think it's a bad idea, but because I can't, you know, for me to go to an event for 1 day is a lot of kerfuffle. So I said I wouldn't go. But I think it's a good idea for those who are in the area. But no. And they were like, I was like, I think it's a wonderful idea. And then the next question was like, would you go? And I was like, absolutely not. So I sent a very weird answer. But yeah, so I don't think I'll probably end up going to any conventions next year from the way they sound like. But I would like to have some convention-ready competition gear. And that's kind of leading back to what I was talking about with this very large costume. That's kind of what I want to do. Have a competition ready big piece, and it's not going to be Bard because, again, I have some lingering feelings about Bard. But I would like to make a new one where there are no feelings, where there is just good and hope and happiness. It will be my cosplay of hope. And yes. And then when there is a competition where it's like I can go for the whole weekend and feel safe, which to be honest, with everything happening, might be actually quite soon, I will go with my competition piece and I will rock it because I'll have it ready. I want to do that. Didn't need to bard in, but I'm sorry to hear the sad news. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Again, I didn't want to mention it back when it happened because it actually happened like mid-November. So for me, it's been like a month. And I already knew that it was going to happen back in October, to be quite honest. So I've known for a good long time, unfortunately, but I didn't really. You know, it's difficult because like at that point it was still a little bit upsetting. So I was like, I'm just not going to mention it. But yeah, thank you very much. Same boat with that. Travelling to London is just really not worth it for one day. I love London MCM, I really do. But yeah, for one day, it's a heckin' trouble. Because I'm still probably going to need a hotel with my costume and everything, as big as they are. Nah. Travel to Denmark if I could stay. I'm out of the loop with what this bard costume is. Right. So I started working on my bard costume in October last year. And I embroidered an entire coat with sheet music. I can actually show you some of it. It's over there. We made the trousers on stream. I also made the shirt on stream. My first ever stream was me making the shirt for my bard costume. And I'm genuinely very proud of it. I think when I finish it, it will be my best ever costume. Just putting it out there. It looks top. But it was for a specific competition. And it was for the finals of the UK finals for LFCC, which is what I won the Cardiff round, so I got into the finals in the UK for LF, and that's held at LFCC. And yeah, just because of COVID and everything, it's been a bit of a nightmare, basically. In America, and there's a lot of places I'd be willing to travel to if I could stay right now. Yeah, I got that, but it's Bard an original character. Oh, sorry, it's from Pathfinder. So the Pathfinder 2nd edition book, which is a tabletop RPG, had a really cool bard. I think it's a halfling bard in it, and I was like, I want to be that. I want to be that. And yeah, so I was like, I'm gonna be that. Oh, when I travel to London, I only enjoy half a Friday. Yeah, because I have to check into the hotel and rush to get the train on Sunday. Even if I stay overnight, I have to lose out on time. When we go now, because I found that if I was rushing on Friday, I'd be really ill on Saturday half the time, just because of all the traveling would often make me quite sick. Not because I get travel sick, but because I get migraines and stuff like that. So now what we do is we go up on the Thursday and we come back on the Monday. But because that's what I book for the hotel every time, it becomes heckin' expensive. But I don't really have a choice. If I want to enjoy the con, I have to go up a day early and leave a day late. So we book extra nights. And it's expensive, but it does mean that I enjoy the main part of the weekend, which is the Saturday and the Sunday, without having migraines normally. Because if I am going to have a migraine, then I'll normally have it on the Friday, which is the smallest day. Yeah. Could you enter the Garden or some other costume for that? I could, but I'll be honest, I tend to really like to enter really big costumes. Also, I was going to unwind some wool for this layer. I will do that. I like doing really intense costumes. Really, really intense ones. So, costumes that take a lot longer or a lot bigger. It's just kind of a personal taste thing, I think. But yeah. That's why larger than life or like massive ball gowns that, you know, kind of like Garmador, but maybe a little bit bigger are more my cup of tea for this sort of thing. I think also other people that enter things like the championships. I mean, if I was entering a masquerade, sure, I would probably do a smaller costume. But for championships of cosplay, I feel like most people spend at least 500 hours on these costumes. There's kind of like a bar there of entry. The other thing is, before you even enter, a lot of the time you'll be judged before you get there. So there's a bar of entry there, and I want to get in. That's fair. So if I say I spent 10 hours on a costume or like 20 hours on a costume, which I spent a lot longer on Garbodor, bear in mind, but if I only said I spent 10 hours on it, there's a fair chance that I wouldn't even get into the competition because there are a lot of people trying to enter it. Now I have a better job than I was to you is probably what I would have done this year, then actually that wasn't really possible. Yeah. Yeah. It's just a lot less stressful, and again, for people like me who get ill if they don't do that, it's just a lot better. I was also thinking like doing like Airbnb and stuff like that and just renting an apartment because then I'd have so much more space for the costumes. The costumes take up so much space in a hotel room. I'm like, if a few people are going to London that I know, I might just do an Airbnb and rent out an apartment because I'd still get a room, but then I'd also have a kitchen and a living room maybe, and I could put my costume in the living room and I wouldn't have to have it just staring at me all night. You know, nothing wrong with that, but like, I don't like it that much when my costume's just staring at me all night. I don't know. Maybe other people feel differently, but like, I feel a bit weird about it. It's very cramped in a hotel with a very large costume. Never done Airbnb in London, but when across the pond I stayed in stayed in hotels, it was very nice and authentic. Yes. I've never done it in London, but I've done Airbnb around other places in the UK, and it's always been lovely. Always been absolutely lovely. It has. In fact, I don't think I've ever had a bad experience in an Airbnb. I know you can, but I don't think that I ever have. I think I've always had pretty good experiences. Maybe I've just been lucky, but yeah. Also, these have just stretched a little bit, so I'm just making sure they go back to their 20 centimeters. And then I can maybe consider weaving them in. They'll be very cute, and we will love them. We will love the added detail that these will in fact bring. Well, maybe you won't, but I will. Well, this is cool. There we go. Right. Those are all a bit better length now. And I can weave these in if I want to. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. You can see they're just a little bit lighter than this, but they're not quite as light as the next one I'm going to be using, so I think that'll be a really good transition one as well. We rented the top floor of a building in Wisconsin, and the owner came up and showed us everything worked and gave us free local coffee and stuff. It was lovely. Oh my god. Oh my god. That does sound lovely, actually. Ah, local coffee? Sounds pretty good. I think I'll do 2 strands at a time. Yeah. Texture. I don't know how well you can see it, but I like it. Calamity Cat! Wait! You've done over... Yeah, somebody mentioned! Ah, hi, congratulations over the weekend. And anyone who doesn't know Calamity Cat, actually, Shifty Bloop, would you mind shouting out Calamity Cat if you're there really quickly? Because Calamity Cat has basically done the most. Has been the most. And done so much for hosting this event that's going on at the moment. The 12 days of streaming. And yeah, been the most. So yeah, if anyone doesn't know Calamity, definitely check them out. They have been the sweetest bean in sharing all the resources and putting everything together and making sure everyone knows where they are. And yeah, it's been great. The organization level has been top. I know where I am. Been wonderful. You know, it's probably been one of the few weeks where I do know where I am. Normally I sit here and I'm like, where am I? Is this even Wales anymore? Who knows? But this week, God do I know. It's amazing. I think free coffee would sell it, yeah. Just put on the Airbnb page like, yes, I like free coffee indeed. Thank you for the shout. Thank you for being part of the campaign. We've only just really started today, but like, it already, yeah, it's been good. Yes. I mean, it's for a very good cause. I mean, you will see already that I'm not particularly good at speaking, especially if it's something that I believe in. It's a good combo. But our main stream is on Friday. So yes, hopefully that will go well. It really was. It was nice to us. I don't drink coffee, but it's very thoughtful. Yes. Yeah, it's been really nice. Unfortunately, I've been at work this weekend, so I've missed out on a lot of what other people have done. But yeah, again, to people that have joined more recently and would like an update on what I'm talking about with Kat, the 12 days of streaming, it's to raise money for Starlight Foundation, which is a charity that goes to hospitals and entertains and sort of provides stays out and little bits and bobs for children who are seriously ill and have to spend a lot of time in hospital, and especially over Christmas and times like this where it's the last time you really want to be in hospital. I mean, no kid wants to be in hospital, but especially over Christmas. It's just a wonderful organisation bringing that little bit of joy. Yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice. And the fact that it's Monday and it's already, what was it, $12,700? It's kind of insane. But yes. Yeah, the community, I think there's 94 streamers taking part. I might be just a little bit off, but it's around that number, if not that number. And yeah, doing different bits and bobs. It's not just makers and crafting, by the way, as well. It's a little bit of everyone. We're doing bits and bobs to help this charity, and it's pretty damn cool. It's pretty damn cool. It's just really nice as well to see like everyone coming together for like something that's really nice, and hopefully will genuinely help. I like it. I like it a lot. I drink coffee, but it was very thoughtful. And hey, it was authentic. Oh, well, they just give you a room and leave. Yeah. Yeah. To my other Airbnb, we never even met the owner. He just said the key was in the box and left it at that. And there was a teacher and we're out for most of the exploring Chicago. I mean, I think most of my Airbnb experiences, like, have been more on the level of there might be someone there, but they're just pretty chill. They show us how to use the kitchen and such. Or, like, yeah, they show us into the house or they tell us where the keys are. But it's fine. As long as it's, like, polite and nice. Or, like, you know, I know exactly what I need to do. I'm informed. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. uh, there we go. Also, can you guys see that little streak in there? Look at that little streak of wobble. Oh, there goes the music. The music wanted to check it out too. So I'm going to be adding a few of those in for texture. Do you think it's cute? I think it's very cute. A little jazz in there. I love it. Ah, they're very nice. They said they might have a barbecue, and that was very welcome to join. Oh, really sweet. Ah, yes, yes. Oh yeah, and also because we met our first goal for the Starlight Foundation stream as well. Just again, we're mainly it's the first day, but it's fine because we met the first goal, which already makes me think I should have put the goals a little bit higher, but that's fine. We met the first goal, and that means next Monday we'll be doing the sewing stream whilst dressed in full cosplay. So, um, yeah. If you're not in the Discord, exclamation mark Discord is the way to find your way towards the Discord. The vote will be happening over the weekend. Of course, if we meet other goals, that vote will be made larger. But yes, that's gonna happen. So next Monday for sure will be a stream wearing full cosplay. um, and then yeah, I suppose throughout the week, if we do hit other goals, there may be more than one stream in cosplay. We shall see. Yes, if you'd like to vote on which cosplay will be worn, that will be happening Saturday and Sunday this week. In the Discord, though, not on stream. Also, has the music stopped again? 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 There we go. Yeah. Gotta have a little bit of music in the background. Also, I need to go not too heavy with these bits because otherwise I'm going to have way too many of them. But a little bit here and there is nice. Just love the texture that it adds. I think it looks so cute. I love a little bit of texture. And I mean, you can probably tell just from looking at all the wigs that I've made in the past. I just love it. I just love it. I wonder what ones would be most difficult to sew in. I guess it depends if I'm using my sewing machine, to be fair. If I'm using my sewing machine, I want to say Celeste and Amelia are probably going to be the worst. Because both of them have annoying wigs and big sleeves. Probably, yeah, they'd probably be the worst if I'm using my sewing machine. By that next week, will I be using my sewing machine though? Or will I still probably be working on this wig? This wig will take a while. For hand stitching, Celeste would probably still be quite difficult. Amelia's sleeves are a bit shorter, not quite so bad. Gavador is probably going to be one of the easier ones because there are no sleeves on that one. I just might get a bit chilly. Well, but to be fair, I've got a huge skirt, so it's not so bad, and I've got a big wig. Yeah, Gavador might actually end up being one of the easier ones to wear, even though it's so big. Genotic might be quite a difficult one because of the headpiece. It'd be difficult for me to look down a lot because I'd have this huge mushroom on my head. So that's, yeah, that'd probably be a little bit tough. What other? I mean, of course, then we have the Silvari. The Silvari one's very comfortable. I can't imagine that one being too bad. It's just the bottom half is a little uncomfortable to sit in, but it's not. And it's not got sleeves, so that'd be fine. Pumpkaboo has the big hood, but again, no sleeves. I think it'd be fine. Oh, and then we have Corvusquire, but again, like, I don't think it'd be too bad because no sleeves. The dress is quite tight, but I'd be sat down, so it's not so bad. Yeah. I think it's mainly the ones with sleeves that are going to be an issue. Because if you're using a sewing machine, you've got big old sleeves. The last thing you want to do is sew your sleeves into the sewing machine. I think those are going to be the ones. Go. Have a few plain ones so that it's not all the detailed ones. Otherwise, it will look like I just suddenly realised I could use wool and I was like, wool every time! And that's not what I want it to look like. I want it to look even and not sudden. Like, yeah, even only. Also, I am getting to a point where I might suddenly, not suddenly, I might want to start considering putting some of the lighter tones in so that I can start to blend that out a little bit. Also, I need some more wool. Ooh, I'm out of wool. More wool. Ooh. 20 centimeters, please. Here. As you can see, I've really not used that much. I've still got a huge bag of this left. I'm gonna have to find another project for this. Maybe I will do some felting. That'd be kind of fun. Maybe I can make some like felt beads and put them into the costume. Although would that maybe look like I'd made stuff out of her own hair? That might be a bit creepy actually. I don't know that Neeko would want stuff made out of her own hair. That doesn't seem like something that'd be in her story. Like, ah yes, Neeko makes stuff out of her own hair in the winter. Bit weird, but okay. Sure. Then again, I know a lot of people have been a bit up in arms about the League of Legends lore recently. About, is it a new character? I mean, I don't don't really keep up to date that much with League of Legends stuff because like I don't really play League of Legends. I just randomly hear drama and I'm like, oh okay. But I do like the whole KDA songs, to be quite honest. The KDA songs are pretty fun. They're pretty fun and I like them. And I like the whole concept. I think it's really fun. And yes, you know, the cosplays are pretty good. This is mainly how I hear stuff from League of Legends, is because there's suddenly a burst of cosplays and I'm like, I love them. They're great. Where are they from? And then I look it up and I'm like, oh, there's a dance group. Cool. And they do singing. It's K-pop. Amazing. I love it. And then yes, this is how I learn about everything. Yeah, I know there was like something happened and Shifty. Yeah, there was like a new person joined the group or something and for like a song and yeah, people were not happy about it. I don't know. Something about her lore is not good. I don't know. The character looks cool though. I think I'd be a bit nervous about cosplaying character if everyone hated them though. Especially if I didn't know why. If I knew why, then I'd be like, fine, let's go. Because then I could be like, I don't care. But like, if I don't know why, I'm a bit nervous about it. Because it's like, what if there's a good reason that everyone hates her? What if there's a good reason everyone hates this character? I mean, if it is just the lore, it's like, oh, okay. I mean, fair, I suppose, but yeah. Oh, it scared the shit out of me. Yeah, you have like a nice relaxing vibe, and then it's like, oh, but do we like to party? I think we do. In fact, like to party. Sometimes we just have to remind ourselves that we do like to party. Thank you for the reminder, Shifty Bluke. Now I know that we like to party. Oh. They just love being in a craft stream with jump scares. Isn't that just what you needed? A craft stream with jump scares. I existed to break the status quo of the unstoppable force. Yay! What time is it? 4 o'clock. Okay. I got time. I got time. I need to remember that I need to post some stuff. It's that time of year, isn't it? I mean, I say that I post stuff all year, but like, it's that time of year when my post schedule goes up. I have more post, and I must post stuff because otherwise, the post office will close. And this is a very adult thing to say, but like, you know, I want to miss the post, but I gotta post stuff. Yes, can't go too late, otherwise I'll miss the post. Terrible, terrible stuff. Brilliant, lol. Yeah, we do like to party here. I don't even remember how it started. Shifty, were you here when it started, or was it before your time? I can't remember. Was the start of the Vengerhorn before your time, or not? Because the Vengerhorn has been here since like I think since I want to say like a month, way before your time. Okay, before you. Okay, fair enough. It's been a while, to be quite fair. I think about a month after streaming, I think was when the Vengerhorn made an appearance. I think not like in the form that it is now, but like when it sort of became like a meme here, like that we like to party. And then it became the horn. And then it became the channel points horn. So it's like it evolved. I mean, originally it was the Vengerbus being played in minor, in the minor key. So like it has evolved from that. It is no longer just the Venga Boys being played in the minor key. So yeah, that was a time. I probably get DMCA'd for that, huh? I mean, fortunately, I only had like one person watching me at that point, so it wasn't quite so bad. Yeah, originally it was that. We just played the Venga Boys in a minor key. I wonder if Zero was around at that point. I think Zero might have been. I have to ask him. Were you around when we were playing Venga Boys in a minor key? I'm just wondering. For research, I must know. Were you around when we were playing Venga Boys in a minor key? Uh, Good song, but it's no Dublin bus. The Dublin bus is coming, and where it goes is Dublin. Oh, I don't know who thought that was a thing to make. Someone did. Someone did. Right, I need to go to the end with this one, I think, because otherwise it's going to become uneven at the end, and that's no good. Can't be having that, we can't. Need to be having it even at the end, I'm afraid. That being said, it doesn't look like we need a whole lot, maybe one or two. I am also going to put some more of the little pretty bits in it. Just one, maybe. Just one. I think one will be enough. Because also it folds over, so it becomes two. It's just we only really see one of them at a time when it folds over. Go! I think we do need one more. That's okay, we'll do just the one more here. And it's just a plain one. Because we are just sort of filling in space at this point. So I'm going in lines, but I am focusing more on filling in space than I am the line. Even though it's a straight line, it is kind of a... It's a straight line, but it's following the curve. For sure, for sure. Because that is more important. There we go, there we go. Right, let's turn this inside out now. Go, and just do a knot in there. Nice. Good stuff. 240, it's gone up. It's 240, Jesus. Jesus. Good song. There we go. That is... We are very close now. We probably have 2 lines left in it at this point. You can kind of see the text we've put in. You see those little lines? Don't they look cool, those little lines? Look at that texture. Look at that texture. Again, this will all need to get brushed because it has got a lot of extra stuff in it right now. So some of this will molt out. I don't know how to explain it, but like the ends are like quite thick and it will molt out. So if I just grab the ends and do this, there you go. So it'll do this. It will stop doing this in a minute because this isn't me pulling out the whole strand, it is just me pulling out the end bits because the ends are quite square and chunky, whereas some of these were not meant to have square and chunky ends, if that makes sense. They were meant to be more pointed, all of them. So yes. But it means I can pull that out just by brushing through it with my hands. It's probably best to do that as well before it builds up too much, I suppose, because if I let it build up too much, it's just going to become a nightmare. Let's... Very cool, yeah! Oh, look at that, you got some soup. It is a cold day, to be fair. In fact, it's been a lot of cold days. I don't know how many other people in the UK got snow over the weekend. It didn't settle here, but I did get covered in snow when I was walking to work. I did in fact get covered in snow. What this also does as well is, because we've put them all, I'm going to try and brush this together, but at the moment we've got a lot of very distinct, you can kind of see, distinct looking pieces. I could leave them quite distinct, but I think I would prefer them to get brushed together. Just this up that side. And this will go to a point at the top. There we go. We're starting to get the shape though. We are starting to get a shape. Look at that! Do we see it matching Neeko shape? Do we see it? Do we see this match? I think I see it. Also, I need to get rid of this fluff. This is going to be, I think, what is from this costume is going to start turning up on my carpets. I'm starting to see it. I'm starting to see it. I didn't even realise it snowed here. Oh, I went Christmas shopping on Saturday. Way too many people. I see it. I see it. It's like building up slowly because this is nearly that bottom third covered now. It's just got a little bit left. And then we can go to that lighter colour. Over here. We'll have an end somewhere actually. Where is the end of this one? I think it's the end of this is going to be a bit raggedy as well. So I'll probably have to pull the whole thing out and find it. Yeah, there it is. Put the colour next to it. Yeah. It's actually quite... Oh, this is a problem. Sorry about this. I'm just going to lighten it briefly because these are actually quite different colours. Might show more on this. It's quite similar on this camera, but in my light, they're quite different. It might be that for you, they're going to just look a little bit lighter. Like to you, I think it only looks a shade lighter. To me, it looks a lot lighter. I wonder if I go into face cam whether it will show it there. Oh, wrong one. You see it? No, it doesn't really show it there either. That's a shame, that is. That's a shame. But, yeah. So what we're doing then is covering this top bit and that bit, and then yes! It's really cool. It's almost like fur-like, but much longer. I like it a lot. I do like it a lot. You can see the difference, yeah. This is, if I told you this was green, would you believe me? It's more of a turquoise green. If I told you it was turquoisey green. This is like the colour my hair would fade to is the issue. And that's where we're gonna have the problems also. You got Perspiring, nice. And it never bloody shows up on camera, but that's okay. Whoop! I've dropped it. I've dropped it. Man down. Right, let's get the rest of this back into the bag because I'll only need the end piece coming out. But I am actually going to cut some of this end piece out because... No! Yes! Right, get back in the bag, please. Oh my god, it's so tight! You'll see it in pictures, you will. And you'll be like, oh, where'd that colour come from? I don't know. Oh, you've picked up some floor fluff. Right. This end bit here needs to come off. There we go. And then we shall measure 20 centimeters to here. Nice. Not that. I want that still there. I probably won't use too much of this, but I want a little bit of it, I think. It's got a green tinge to it, but it's definitely not green. It's like a turquoisey green. Also, there we go. We don't need it that bright in here. Oh, it's lovely meeting you too, Tom. Enjoy the rest of your day. Just hit me a lot of Vengerhorns today. Not a lot of There's been a ton of Vengerhorns today. So much horn. Take care. Also, Corgi Herder, hello. How are you doing? We are just adding all of the fluff onto the wig armatures. Yes, happy Tamsin. I hope you're having a good day. But we are now getting to a part where I'm going to possibly have to start doing some of them where they are multiple colours within them. So, because we want to, you know, blend some bits. So, what we're going to do. That's a bad piece. Bad piece. There we go. These will be nice little blendy pieces we can do. But we also want to do some just plain pieces. That would explain why they're out of stock. Oh, if it's out of stock for you, it could be somebody else is in the middle of redeeming one. And there's a lag. I think is what that is. Or you refresh your page enough and it will come back. They'll never be out of stock. The out of stock is a lie. It probably means someone is in the middle of redeeming one and it's lagging. Because we've had them be out of stock for like 5 minutes before and then someone's redeemed. Yeah, unfortunately. Or it just means that it might be that you can't redeem one but somebody else can. It's a bit weird. It's not me, it's Twitch, I promise. But yeah. Right, also I just need to brush all this down. There we are. That's a horn. We got there, we got there. I think I just need to do a short view actually really quickly before I go in with that layer. That's okay, I could do that real quick. Yeah, Twitch is a bit weird sometimes. Mum sucks! Oh, I'm sorry. We don't have links in chat, apologies. We only have clips and such. Very sorry. It's just mainly to... I don't know if I've explained it recently, but it was to reduce spam because we were getting people coming in and putting in links to places that were kind of dangerous. And yeah, so we just had to turn it off. Not that 99% of the people here aren't lovely, but it's just been easier that if somebody wants to post something and it like makes sense and it's nice and it's all good for the stream, we can just permit you. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, you get a troll every now and again. Yeah. I think as well sometimes with some of the stuff that I do, like the sewing and such, it's been a bit difficult to keep on top of it as quickly as I'd like to. And people will post just links to bad things. And yeah, that's what's happening, so it was just easier to turn links off. Yeah. Or like, yeah, to places that might have viruses and such. Like, basically that's what was happening. I don't want anyone getting a virus off my stream. And to all the regulars, that's not what any of was happening. It was just to the odd person that was coming in every now and again and trying to get someone a virus. I think normally it was aimed at me, trying to get me a virus, not anyone else at the chat, but I would never collect links in chat because I can't. Oh, and Cinnamon Honey Milk, thank you for the follow, it's very kind. So yeah, it would always just affect the other people in chat and that's not what I want. Oh dear. Also, you need to wait for the one for one of the games to 100% before you can play a game again? Nah, don't worry. So tomorrow evening, whichever one is at the furthest along, that'll be the one that we play on Wednesday because we're going to be playing a game on Wednesday. So whichever one's furthest along on Wednesday, that'll be the one we play. I mean, at the moment, I think Spyro's in the lead. If Spyro's still in the lead on Wednesday evening, so not Wednesday, Tuesday evening, that'll be the one that we play on Wednesday. There. Blah. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, thank you, Cinnamon. I'm having a lovely day, thank you. We are making a wig at the moment. Takes a little while, but worth it because I get to choose whatever material I want to make it out of, and I want to make it out of wool. So it's going to be the warmest wig you ever did see, and because this is a Neeko Winter Wonderland, I think wool makes a lot of sense because it will be fluffy and soft like wool, and yes, so that's what we're doing. We are making a wool wig, and this is one of the floofs that go on the side of the head because we're doing them as like extra pieces. I keep using the word armature, and I think that's correct wording. Someone can correct me if it's not. And yeah, armature because it'd just be a little much to do it all as part of one piece. Yeah, and then we'll just style it. It's pretty cute. Also, Momotaru, you'll be lurking because you'll be streaming as well. Oh, thank you. If you're streaming, please don't feel like you have to lurk though, because I don't want you lurking to affect your stream or anything like that. But otherwise, good luck with your stream. I hope that it goes well. Oh, and Delcy, thank you. How you doing, Delcy? You sew all of them manually? All of these floofs I'm sewing in manually, yes. I don't make every wig that I use, like for instance the Amelia wig I bought, but I think actually other than the Amelia wig, we've made every wig on this channel so far, yeah. I mean, I like making wigs, so to be fair. So I like making wigs. It's not because it's like, you know, I enjoy this. And I make them out of a lot of different things as well. So it's not always like one where we have to sew bits in. Sometimes, for instance, Wooloo's a really good one. Like, because we made that out of pom-poms. A little bit different. And that was really fun. So yeah. I don't know, just something fun to do a little bit different with. Ah, how many conventions are on your planning? Not enough for the amount of cosplays I think I've made, Delcy. I think I might be making too many costumes for the amount of conventions that I can probably go to. But that's okay. I have choice. I have choice. I really like the ones around Wales. If I can go to those, that'd be really good because they're a bit closer. I'd love to go to Manchester MCM. And I'd like to go to London MCM. Those are the ones I really want to go to. I mean, I'd like to go to TwitchCon at some point, but that's a bit further away, so it's a bit more difficult. It's I've been dawning and I haven't seen what you've been doing, only listening. That's fair enough. That's been fair enough. Yes, sewing it all in. Sewing it all in we are. Fine, you turned 45 today! Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Delcy. I hope you have an absolutely lovely birthday. You get lots of cake, or pie, or whatever your preferred celebratory food is. And that everyone celebrates. You made 5 commercial videos and lurking. Jesus Christ. Oh. I hope you get some time to yourself where you can have some nice snacks, good foods, relaxing. Also, as you can kind of see, the colours now like streak through a little bit as we're going into the lighter bits. And I'm going to do a few layers of this where they kind of blend together a bit because, yes, I love. I'm also going to put one of these in this. This is going to be an intricate strand. Yeah. Yeah. And right now we're just going across the white line that we drew, which is, yeah, the place where both parts meet. Which is why we're using both colours. But this will hopefully help blend the light part with the dark part. I mean, I will still use the dark piece primarily because there's a lot more light. But yeah. Helps blend it in a bit. It does look nice though. I just hope it looks cold and not too aqua-y and water-y. I bought cake. My aunt visits and bought Indonesian foods for tonight. Oh, that's lovely. Visited, yeah, it's cool. I got it. The intention was carried across. That sounds lovely. Right, get another darker strand on there. I mean, I will say, like, this does fill up pretty quick. Like, bear in mind, we've only been working on this for one day, and, like, it's filled up pretty quick. Again, I compare this to other wigs that we've made, like, for instance, Garbodor, which took like 2 weeks. I don't think this will take 2 weeks. The space fills pretty quick. Whew. And so nice. You can see the colours kind of just wash through it. So pretty. So pretty. Oh, right. Sorry, I get distracted because I like this. I'm going to do a little knot as well. I realise I haven't been knotting it, which is really bad. I keep getting distracted by what the next colour scheme is going to be, and then I'm not doing knots, which I should be doing, because just in case any of these do get pulled out, it will loosen all of them, and then I have to redo some of it in the future if I was ever going to maintain this. And by doing knots, it will mean that only a certain section of it gets pulled out, not all of it gets pulled out at once. So yes, for future maintenance, make my life a bit easier. Because it probably won't have to be restyled too much, just based on the materials that I'm using, but I might have to maintenance it. Make that easy for me. Let's do another half and half. Let's put another one of these. I might have to make some more of those. Nearly out. They look so nice. Yes! Okay, after this one, I'm just going to make some more of those because they look really, really nice, and I have a feeling I'm just going to keep using them because they're so pretty. The only time I might stop using them would be right at the top because they are a little bit thicker, and at the top I'll probably be using more of the sparkles. Yeah, I might stop using them there, but other than that. Okay, right. Where is it? There it is. Okay. I need these to be to the length of this one. It's nice to be able to use some of the leftovers from Garbodor as well, because I also have the pink, and I could have used the pink wool for. I mean, I didn't know why I had it in the first place, to be honest, but there we are. It'd be like that sometimes. Let's unravel these ones. And boop 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 doo boop boop doo boop boop doo. That is in fact a quote. Oh dear. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Hey, I don't think this stream has made any quotes though, which is good. We've had, I think, a quote-free stream so far, which is nice. Which is nice. It's nice every now and again to just have a nice quote-free stream. I don't have to worry about what everything I say being taken out of context for the rest of my life. Quoting, I think, is the scariest thing to be added to a channel. Is the quote function. Go. And then let's trim these down to go. Brilliant. Right. Now we have some more stuff we can add. I'm going to do another two-tone one as well, but maybe a little bit heavier on this side. There. Nice. Let's take 2 of this one. It's going to be quite a big weft, but that's okay. Ooh. That's alright to have a couple bigger ones, I think. There we go. Speaking of classic quotes, remember that time you said my streams seem less shit than you? I didn't say they seem less shit than usual. Somebody else said that it sounded like that's what I said. I didn't say that. I would never. Your streams are wonderful. I meant that I had taken some stuff from your streams because I felt like my streams needed to catch up. Wow. The insult. Ugh. Can't. I would never. Shifty Blue, I would never. Never say that your streams were shit. Oh, I've been taken so far out of context that it's not even what I bloody said. Honestly. Honestly. It's okay, I understand. That's gonna be followed with my streams are like as trash as you say they are, it's like, isn't it? And that's not what I said. And say it. David, hello! How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. We are making a wig. Look at this. Look at this. Are as trash as normally. No! I didn't say it. I'm making a wig, David. And we're sewing in all of the strands right now. These are for the wig armatures that go on either side of my head. And we're sewing in the shadow colour underneath, and then we'll go back in and do the lighter colour on top. This is just for one side, so I will have to go back and do this colour on the other side too. But yeah, it's a slower process, but I like it. I'm having a good time. It's nice and relaxing. And it's nice watching something slowly build up over time. It's just one of those things, isn't it? Maybe it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I'm enjoying myself. Especially after like all the bits of Amelia that we just like bombed through, like we just went blah, 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 and did everything so quickly. It's really nice just to do something a little slower, a little slow paced. Really nice. I'm enjoying it. I'm busy at work, but otherwise things are good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm sorry things are so busy at work, but I'm glad to hear that things are good otherwise. There we go. And stretch that out. Let's do another light colour mix. It is nice to do these little colour mixing as well. Very satisfying. Very satisfying. Probably also do a knot after this one. And go. Nice. Where is it? There it is. And do a little spin. Good stuff. Oh, that's all good in there. How much fur have we got? Oh, not too far. It's so thick. It's so thick. Oh, you like? Thank you, Coggy Herder. Yeah, I like it. It's nice. I mean, this is how many lines? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines, but one small line that I did just to fill in a little bit of space here. So it's five proper lines, one tiny line. I think. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, but then one of them is the baseline. So I guess I'd get counted on both sides. 4 lines, one that goes down the center, and then an extra little bit. Yes. I'll try and remember to do that on the other side as well, because yeah, otherwise it's gonna end up being uneven. Uneven floof. I think it should probably add up pretty similar if I keep them the same distance apart. Probably don't have to worry about it too much. And then you'll be floof there. That is in fact a horn. Thanks for the horn, say. God damn it. Love horns. When you're having a nice relaxing time stitching and then someone comes in with the party. Horn, what horn? I think you're hallucinating. I don't think that I am, you know? I think that I am, in fact, wide awake. And seeing things clearly now in fact that the horn is gone. And it says Zay right there in my history. You're not gonna get away with that one. I can read. Oh shoot. No, we're fine. I dropped my needle, but it's okay. Thing is, if you drop your needle right at the end, it could go through the other side. And then what you've done is you've sewn your two sides together. Bit of a problem. It's gonna be a bit difficult to stuff this if I sew it all together. Also, not. Whoa, that light. Which light? What light? Vickery. Oh, Vickery! You mean the flashy lights in the bag? They're cute, right? Unfortunately, its settings are not particularly diverse. There is completely no flashing. There is this, which is slow to fast, which is a little bit anxiety inducing. And then there's I can't do it because it's going to make me ill. It goes so fast. But other than that, I like them a lot. You know, I don't want to feel ill because of my Christmas lights. I don't know about anyone else, I just don't want it. Even your history is participating in hallucination. No, it would never. It would never, and I trust it. Oh, I trust my history. It does, in fact, stand by my side. And not betray me. Anyway, hi, how doodly, I was like, wait, howdy doody, how do I say that? How doodly doody, how doody doodly? Good, thank you. Hope you're also having a good day. We have made, we've made the armatures and we're just adding the hair, which is the wool, to the armatures on the head right now, which is what this is. Oh, and winged! You've got the Spyro! Yes, maybe you hallucinated that my stream was less shit. I was very tired at the time, and clearly I awoke after having nearly falling asleep on a shifty stream, and I was like, less shit. But then I came back to reality, and I was like, oh, actually, it's just as it's always been. Which is a great stream, by the way. Oh dear. That's another prank for Jelly. Howdy doody. I was like, howdy diddly do. I don't know how to say howdy diddly do. Also, that is that line done. So now we have done all the shadow on that side. I was like, how do you say howdy diddly do? Oh, they're so crazy. Oh, Runa. Oh, I'm glad. Wait, did you have a good stream? I'm assuming this is your stream. Did you have a good stream? I hope you had a really good stream. Heck yeah. Also, sorry, I keep tightening this up. It's like, no, we scrunching. Wait, are the stream gonna end? Probably in a minute, to be quite honest, because I don't know how much longer I can go before the post office closes on me, man. And if the post office closes on me, I can't deliver my post. And that goes without saying to an extent, but like, I have to deliver my post. Also, I do kind of want to show you what I've done, though. I do kind of want to show you what I've done, because I'm really proud of it, and I think it looks really cool. How do you say... I can do that one. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I watched Mary Poppins. I did, in fact, watch Mary Poppins growing up, and I know the song, so I can, in fact, say that one. I have a small amount of pride in me being able to say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. With lurky lurk. Oh no, thank you, Wing. Thank you so much for the lurk. It's been so long. Vickery, no, thank you so much for popping by. I'm sorry. I will show you what I've done though, at least. I just need to drag out the excess real quick. Sorry, I don't want it to be messy when I show you what I've done, so I'm just going to claw at my wig real quick for a minute. Excuse me really quickly while I knead this. It's got a lot of extra fur in it, which I'm just going to... Oh, I've got it all on my arm. Good. I'm glad I wore a jumper today. Yeah, it's just got a lot of extra fur in it, which is going to... Well, it's not fur, it's fluff, which is going to cause an issue if I try to style it. It'll get in the way and it'll blend the colours a bit much. I do want there to be some streaks. So, yes, let me just do something with that. And then if I... Of course, it'll be a little easier to do once this is actually filled, but I can definitely still work with what I've got. Hopefully, it should be a bit better now. Yeah! Indubitably! Uh-oh, spaghetti ooglios. I'm hungry. Welcome to my stream where we're always hungry. Right. Oh, it looks very cute. And I'm going to go into main cam also because I think I'll be able to show you it better there. But like, this is, if you put it next to Neeko, you see Neeko up in this corner? This is the hair on the side. Now, does that look like Neeko's hair on the side? I think that it does. And I think when I add the lighter hair on top, it's going to really look like that little poof on the side of her head. And I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased. I will put it on my head though, just so you can see how bloody large I made it. Because I did make it quite big. It is pretty big. But, yes. It's a pretty big floof. It will be filled out on top though. So all of this floof on top, going into that, and then I'll have the bits that fall down at the side as well. Yes. All of this. Yeah. It's going to be a really big wig, basically. I've made it huge, but that's fine. I make everything huge. What's new? What's new? I see that it is now. Yeah, there's a whole lot of hair. I've made a huge wig. Every time I make things too large, but that's okay. You know what? We go big or we go home. And here I am already home, so it's fine. But yeah, if I was to do it like that, you'd kind of see it more. It kind of looks like a huge ear. But then I'll also have hair coming down here too, and then hair on top too. So much hair. So much hair. Luckily, this is as light as a feather. It's so light. Oh, Neeko is short. Wear like a mohawk. Oh, you could as well, couldn't you? It'd be like a... Kind of looks like a Roman hat, though. More like a Roman hat. Yeah. We used the huge wigs. Yeah, we are. Thank you, Runa. Oh, it looks so natural. Yeah, like it was made to be there. This is my mohawk. It just goes down the center of my head. Like you stole someone's hair. I mean, I think it looks really good as well, considering this is all made out of like sheep's wool that's just been shaved off a sheep and dyed and washed. Pretty good. Pretty good. Also, there is some texture in there. Do you see that texture? There's little bits of texture. There's texture in that. Ah, yeah, it looks dope. Thank you. I really like it. I really like it. We're going to be doing more with this tomorrow as well, so expect a few really chill streams, to be quite honest, because yeah, you know, it's chill work. It's chill work. I live a bit, Mr. Thorpe. I'm glad. We're about to raid. Do you want to join us for a raid? We're going to be doing a raid. I'm going to find out whomst. I think I know whomst. I could see a couple. Can I see whomst? Whomst. Is it that is live right now and doing this? Okay. I just have to quickly check the schedule. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm professional. I'm very professional and I have to check my schedule. Oh, actually, I know what I can do. I do. Can you type in hashtags here? Oh, that's not how you spell stream. Stream? Yes. That's not how you spell that. Yes. That's me. Welp! That doesn't help. What if I try... Okay, I think it is just this one. In that case, I guess we're going to be raiding Brush for Hire again. Basically, we're going to be raiding people this week who are also doing the same charity event as us, just because we are part of this charity event right now. And I want to be raiding other people that are doing the same event as us. Yes, yes. Bit sleepy though. Oh, Mr. Thorpe, I hope you get some good sleep. And the police of Scotland Yard ever raids Shirley's home. She'll suspect of mass swindling if they don't find all of our wigs. Like, why have you got so many wigs? Oh, thank you, Zay. You've seen a movie where a psychopath guy kidnapped a girl for hairs? Yeah. Oh, 29 fireflies, hi! We're actually just about to do a raid 29 fireflies. Also, but I will very quickly, oh no, give me a second. I'm gonna do the raid, but I'm also gonna shout out 29 fireflies. I'm so sorry. Anyone who doesn't know 29 fireflies, they're very, very talented. But right now, I have it, also, Potato, how you doing? Would you like to join for a raid? We're going to be raiding Brush because they are also doing Starlight Foundation. So let me set that up. Let me also shout out 29 because, oh, thank you for doing the raid call. Appreciate it. Because they are incredible. There we go. Talented person. There we go. We got the shout out right at the end. Apologies for that. If you would like raid call, one of our raids things for the subscription doesn't work because we just changed our remote and I haven't updated it. I'm so sorry. But yes, we're going to be raiding Brush for Hire. We already met them before last week and they were really, really cool. They are going to be doing also doing the Starlight Foundation. We're going to be doing this all week. They'll be doing that as well as 94 other people. Many, many people. To raise as much money as possible for the Starlight Foundation, who, go into hospitals and entertain children who are seriously ill. So yes, all for a good cause. And we'll be doing that tomorrow, next day, and Friday. Yes, but tomorrow and the next day I have specific people to raid, so I already know who I'm raiding tomorrow. It's nice to be told what to do sometimes, honestly. I quite like it. If someone wants to tell me who to raid every day, I'll take that. But yes. Otherwise, thank you so much everyone for popping by. It's very, very kind of you all. If you all want to join me on a raid and send in lots and lots of love, that'd be lovely. Otherwise, yes, enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll be back tomorrow doing more of this. See you all soon. Take care, everyone.